Good evening, and welcome back. So, this is the second session of the first Thunder Squad D&D group. I am your humble master, dungeon master. Ooh, wow, that's a thing I don't even want to get into. I'm your humble dungeon master, Dadbod Thunder God. Joining me tonight, Cat, thanks for the sub. Citizen, thanks for the sub. Joining me tonight, as players, same group from last week. In the Discord server, Corweezy, Ozzy Overlord, WanderingSus, Leia Organa, and Citizen. 5 amazing players continuing their story, wrapping it up tonight more than likely. Wrapping up this prologue anyway, before this potentially becomes an extended campaign. Who knows? We'll see. But anyway, thank you very much for being here. It's been an absolute pleasure writing this, playing this, preparing for this. So thank you for being here and thank you for watching. Now, before we get too into it, let's go ahead, grab yourselves a drink, take a seat and get comfortable, and enjoy the show. Well, hello everybody from J-Wing Gaming's Raid. My name is Dadbod Thunder God. I drink beer. I yell at video games. I stream bad content, usually around Fall Guys, D&D, or sometimes Magic the Gathering. Welcome to my channel. I hope you stay for a while. Oh no! I'm very worried about me. I was not worried about me. I'm very worried about me. Oh my god! I just got launched into the stratosphere.
Yeah. The fan, what the fuck? Holy shit, dude. Yeah. I did it. I fucking made it.
Are you fucking kidding me? Back off, Dan. Oh my god, Daniel. Oh my fucking god. I can't. I'm fucking furious with you. I'm fucking furious with you right now.
Oh, no.
Fuck you, nerds! I pulled it off! What an upset! Bitch! I'm not making it. There ain't no way in hell.
Let's go.
Are you in?
Bro, I went hard left. Because somebody was just chilling. Yep. Dive again. Jump dive. Bro, you're in.
17! Let's go! Aha!
Yeah.
Jake,
So,
have you seen the Mind Goblin card yet, Jake?
Mind Goblin? No? Oh, no! No! Damn it! No! No! 2 out of 3 weeks! Fuck! Fuck! As soon as I said it! God damn it! Shit! Oh crap! Oh crap! 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 Woo!
I'm under this thing.
I'm not falling.
Oh,
There's
dude.
no way. Fucking donut towers. I've got my drunk ass in a fucking blender.
There was a fucking car in front of me that had like 6 bumper stickers that were like anti-circumcision stickers.
Oh my god. Who is that strong of an opinion of it?
Like their license plate, their license plate was like anti-circ or something like that.
If you circ, you a jerk.
Oh yeah. That's it. That's it right there.
What are you fucking...
I'm looking at that pasta salad, baby.
Oh, yeah.
That'll do it. 10 pounds of chicken pasta salad. Oh, I want that on my headstone.
Damn. Yeah, just
Oh
don't
my
fucking
God.
around. What the fuck?
Jesus.
SMG here.
Wow. That's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done.
It was so good though.
Good evening and welcome. Let's get this
Because
unmuted.
when it's hot, man. Oof.
Hello, my wonderful players. How are you?
Super
Hey,
duper.
what up, Dad?
You all look fantastic this evening. I don't know how long my sweat rag is going to last because it hurts my head, but it's also
All right.
95 degrees in my garage right now, so
Yikes,
it's
dude.
the lesser of a couple evils at this point. How are we tonight?
Doing fantastic.
Good, how are you?
You guys ready to play? How them rolls looking?
Not great.
I don't even want to
Well,
test that
we'll
theory
see.
yet. I'm going in
No.
blind.
Yes, let it roll.
Not gonna lie, Weez, you should have stuck with the black
Really?
on the overlay. Look, well, on the lower ones, you can't really. Well, I mean, honestly, with Leia putting on the black shirt, it actually sticks out really well. I'm also running on a smaller overview, so I can't really tell.
I love that we
Looks
have
great though. They look
our
fantastic.
Fucking
Yeah, they
things
turned
on
out
there.
pretty
Fuck yeah. I like them.
All right. So, for those of you watching on the stream, how's the music? Is the music too loud? I tried to turn it up from last time because it was you kind of couldn't hear it. So if you can't hear me talking over the music, just let me know. Let me get a listening
Okay,
party. Let me get a listening
So
party.
yeah, I need
going
to
on.
get
I
this.
say, where's that link at?
Yeah, did calm down.
Calm down.
It's gonna be in the DnD voice lobby chat.
Alright, so I just have to click it and it should just put me along with what
You
you're
should
playing.
just click join. Ozzy, since you don't have premium, the link is still up there.
Alright, so it's in the middle of a song right now?
Yeah.
Sweet.
It's in the middle of Kaer Morhen.
Yeah.
Beautiful. All right.
Alright.
You all look amazing tonight. Every last
Indeed.
one of you. So, who would like to give me a bit of a summary? As to where we are. It's only been a week. Like, come on, guys.
What's the? Well, we started. Didn't start at the tavern. Where did we start? I'm already forgetting.
We
Or
started at the
slowly
tavern.
began.
Was it the tavern?
Dad's about a fucking.
No, it wasn't. The
No,
tavern
we-
is not
no,
where
we-
your journey started.
We started
Last
asleep.
week.
We had a bad dream.
That's
Remember,
right.
guys?
The
Come on.
nightmare.
We had a
the
dream.
nightmare. That's
Come on, guys. So we had a dream. We had all had this awful dream. We all had to go, do our thing in the morning after we had this awful dream. It was a terrible dream, and ended up finding each other and finding out that we all had the same dream, and things have taken off from there. And we met, the barkeeper, the barkeep, and everybody else that we met, and we started out on a journey after we figured out where we were going, and now we're in the middle of a forest. And
Blue Gear was the bartender, right?
Lugier
Yes,
was the
Lugier.
bartender, yes.
yes,
Yeah.
Lugier, yes, and then so we were looking for the sage in the forest, and he was the hermit, and that's where our journey was taking us, and that's when we encountered Faye, and
Yes.
went through a very interesting experience there.
Mhm.
And me and the other dwarf said, let's get the out of there. And
Some very interesting roles there to be for certain.
we then encountered Rat Oscar. How do you pronounce it?
Ratatosker.
Ratatosker. And Ozzy about flipped out.
And that Honestly,
And then-
Daniel, you got just about everything. That is where we are at. You have just
And
finished.
then we heard the Hangman, and that's where we're at. Yes.
Oh, yeah,
we
that's
heard,
right.
Heard you say the Hangman. Yes.
Oh
The
yeah.
hangman's coming.
Yep, that's how the ended. Yep.
Beautiful.
That was where it left off.
Okay.
Ozzy looking good.
Ozzy's looking
Thanks,
great.
bro.
Daniel's looking great. Wheezy's looking great. Let's do, now that we've caught up on the story, for those who were not here last time, let's do one more introduction of your characters, please. And Corweezy, we shall start with you.
All right. Galbrick Goblin Bane, dwarf cleric, unfortunately illiterate.
I forgot about that little development.
That was funny.
He's what he lacks in intelligence, he makes up for in drive. He just keeps going forward. Pilgrim from a church. He's been out on his pilgrimage for what's supposed to be a 3-year trip, but he hasn't gone back. He's been out there for like 5 years now. People suspect that it's because he doesn't know how to get back. Kind of wandering. That's Galbraith.
Between just us yokels, how accurate is that guess?
Very accurate. He doesn't know how to get back to himself.
Beautiful. All right, Citizen, let's introduce us to your character again, please.
Alright, so I am Arasoth Shadowfall. I am a dwarf paladin, and I come from a background of a soldier, and came from a wealthy background, background of royalty. I was the leader of a battalion, and I worship the god of Clanged and Silverbeard, and he's a warlord. And yeah, so my character's pretty out there. He's a very interesting character. He's an angry little man, and he has a lot of rage built up, and it's why he ended up leaving. His father and him couldn't see eye to eye when it came to war, and he didn't like the way things were going, so he ended up leaving, and that's why he left, and that's how he met up with everybody.
Beautiful. Leia Organa. Leia Organja. Tell me about your character, please.
Or Ganja.
So Keratin, or Carrot, is a fairy pirate rogue. She didn't really get along with or agree with the fairy values growing up in the fairy traditions. So when she was of age, she set off on her own, joined a pirate ship, lost that crew, or most of that crew and that ship in battle, and went from ship to ship for a while before wanting to try something new and ending up in Grey Banner.
Beautiful. Ozzy Overlord. Introduce us to your character again.
Absolutely. I am Maximus Stormheart, a Goliath, bit of a nobody from back home. I am a Oath of Titans paladin, subclass I made myself. If you like it, hit me up in the comments. My faith and beliefs lie with Ymir, the first being, the first giant, and in turn the earth, that very earth that we walk upon. And it is my goal to travel the land and what I believe is my birthright, walking along my heritage. So I am here for some coin to start my own Viking ship and crew.
Beautiful. And finally, WanderingSus. Introduce us to your character one more time.
Definitely. My character is Espen Monditia. She kind of gives off like a shield maiden vibes with long, stringy brown hair. She usually wears in braids, deep green eyes, usually in leathers and furs, but sleeveless. And she's got runic tattoos that go down her arm that are very sharp, kind of goldish, that ever so often kind of gleam red like the sun hits it, even if the sun's not hitting it. She is a druid barbarian, and when she was younger, she lost a good chunk of her family, unfortunately. Started traveling and wandering around and then ended up falling into a lot with a traveling caravan that did performances that she now calls family in her home. So she goes wherever they go, and they are the Lodis de Sutur, which is Flames of Sutur. So.
Beautiful. You guys have done some expanding because not all of it got dropped last week. Do I see a campaign on the horizon? I don't know. Maybe. Beautiful. Well, as we said, this quest originated in Grey Banner, but we are in, we'll call them the Northern Isles for now. And as you said, you have had a, don't you raise your eyebrows at me, sir. As you said, you have had a very interesting journey, which has only been approximately 24 hours. It's been a wild day. A wild day for you five. You have made your way through the black. Did I call it the Blackwood or the Darkwood? I think I called it the Blackwood.
Blackwood.
You made your way through the Blackwood. Had a couple very interesting encounters, we'll call them, with some potential consequences down the road. And you are now outside the hut of Ratatoska.
Yes, I think I remember we ended just as I ducked my head to enter the hut.
Well, we're gonna wind it back a little bit because we're just gonna do it about a minute before that because there's some things I want you to see.
Previously.
So, as I said, before the conversation and everything happened, as you were walking up, this hut is sturdy, but it's very small. Very small. Single residence small, which is especially off-putting in such a massive place like the Blackwood. Ratatoska initially took the form of what seemed to be a teenager. Not exactly sure which side of the spectrum because it was something was off. So you looked young, but definitely didn't give fully human vibes. So didn't see too much at first. The door is. It looks like it's made from Blackwood itself. So you would assume that the house, like Grey Banner, is built to take a beating, which would make sense given how tough and difficult an area that the house is built in. The door has opened, and Ratatoska, in his now squirrel form, is beginning to beckon you in. As you're all looking in, you see that there's no clear view exactly of what is inside the house. It seems dim. But go ahead and give me a perception check, everybody.
All right. Perception, where it be?
Not been very perceptive. 12.
Better than last week.
I got a 9.
23.
Whoa!
7.
But I would like to use that. Depending on what you're gonna do, I was gonna say I'd like to use my divine sense.
This is not for divine sense. This is just strictly looking into the space that you're going into, which is kind of fitting because as a wandering druid barbarian, Espen, I would assume, is used to understanding a situation before she gets into it, purely on the basis of survival. To where if something makes you uncomfortable, you definitely take more notice of what your surroundings are. So based on that, Espen, you look inside and there doesn't seem to be form to follow like the structure of a house. It seems to be open. Like more than just darkness, it seems to be like expansive a little bit. Not really seeing any movement or shapes. You see what almost look like stars. It's very strange. Stars and like twinkle, some sort of light, very faint, very distant. So what would you five like to do?
I'm just gonna stop and kind of like put a hand up before anybody can walk up and be like,
Oh.
Galbraith definitely started to take a step and then So,
May we enter?
Of course. I wouldn't beckon you in if I didn't want you in.
May we leave once we go inside?
Of
That was
course.
going to
You're
be
not a
nice.
prisoner. You're here to save a friend. Or the son of a friend.
but we've had a weird day, so we need to make sure that
You think it's weird now. Your weird is just beginning.
Doesn't
you're not
make
really
it
selling
any
me
better.
on going to
Yeah.
the store.
Having
I think
nailed
I
my
believe
relationship. Where you going?
I believe that our mutual friend's promise of 1,000 gold was what sold you.
We're still maybe, but not all.
Maybe, but okay. Let's say this. Please, my giant friend, you seem to know a little bit about me. What do I do? Where do I go?
Yeah, having nailed that religion check near the end of last game, I was
With a
almost
natural 20, right?
Yeah, natural 20 plus my religion, 24. I was almost 1 footstep in the doorway, and I kind of turned back to Espen and Carrot, asking these questions. Like, oh,
Is that better?
This is the stuff of gods, the stuff of the cosmos. Ratatoskr does not simply dwell here. He goes where he pleases, realm to realm. He knows, as you just heard him say, he knows of our deal with Lugir. He knows of our quest before we were even here. How are you not excited to enter his humble home and learn as much as you can?
Well, to be fucking fair, he insulted me as soon as we got here.
To be fucking fair, you insulted me as soon as you got here.
I didn't.
I didn't say you. You speak as a group. Let me put you at ease a little bit. I am he who climbs the tree, for I am he and he is me. This is my home. My home is not here on Midgard. I just like it. The scenery is beautiful. Call this a summer destination, if you will. My home is the one way to get anywhere you wish. I know all doors. I open any I want. So, if you want to find your friend, this is the shortcut. Now, also, with my home, I make the rules. So, I can guarantee your safety in your travels. Outside of my home, I cannot. And where you go is very dangerous. I will not lie. But I believe you already knew that. I am giving you the chance to see what mortals never get to see.
The shortcut to where exactly?
Go ahead and give me a, what would I want this to be? Give me a raw intelligence check.
I think had I not rolled so well in religion, I might have been more suspicious, but I'm so just God-fearing right now at the
13.
existence of
13?
Ratatoskr. I'm in it to win
13. Okay. You're guessing that Ratatoskr seems like he's speaking from almost like a tour guide kind of thing. There's no, it's not giving away all his secrets, but it's more just giving you information that you need. Secondly, and the intelligence check pertains to this more than anything. You remember from the dream that the surrounding area didn't feel like you were on a solid plane. It's almost like a prison within the dream. It didn't. It felt off. It didn't feel terrestrial, I'll say.
While they're having that conversation, can Galbraith like walk up to the doorway and just kind of be slowly putting his hand through it, and then pulling it back out?
Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh fuck!
No way.
No.
The house fights back. It's like that kid's movie.
6.
It's a warehouse.
You trip on the staircase going up to the door, but outside of that, you reach in through the door, and it feels a little chilly, but nothing negative.
Seems fine. He's rubbing a red on his forehead after falling.
Give me a perception check. Now that you're up there.
5.
Nice fall, by the way.
Yeah, you've got
still
your noggin's a little bruised.
Yeah.
Oh,
So you're a klutz, and you can't read.
I mean, honestly, can't wait to see how he does in a fight.
Is ready.
I mean, between the two of us, our perception is like negative.
Okay.
I don't understand. Your big friend, the biggest among you, is comfortable. I don't understand.
I'm in. Let's fucking go.
There's 1,000 gold on the other side of that. I say we do this.
You literally gave up your name 3 hours ago.
Hey. Did you
How does
fucking
he know
see that
about
guy?
that?
I mean,
shit,
I
man?
apologize that I'm not 7 feet tall and cut from stone. I apologize that I am
Exactly.
just.
Did you fucking see that guy?
I mean, I'm literally the cuddliest creature in these forests.
If this is what it takes to find Vargir, and this is what it takes to save Lukir's son, this is what it's gonna take to get me my gold and my ship. And I walk into the hut.
All right, I follow right behind him.
Right on through.
I'm gonna slightly rub my head and be like, fuck, let's go. And float on in.
Aspen will. Thank you, friend.
Wonderful. Thank you. He'll follow you in. The door will close. As soon as you make your way through, you look through the space, and it takes a second for your eyes to adjust. But the first thing you notice is that this is cavernous. It's colossal beyond what your brain can comprehend. And you look down, and you're walking on sturdy, but it doesn't feel like finished wood. It feels like you're walking on a tree. And you'll look down, and you are indeed walking on an expansive, enormous tree.
Amazing.
We're walking on.
So that in itself is like, oh, this is bizarre. What a rapid change of circumstance. If anybody would like to give me a investigation check, please do so.
I got it.
I mean, I'll do it. Nat
15.
1, baby.
5.
That's fitting. That is fitting, Maximus, because you are just enthralled by the experience.
15.
2. I got a 2.
Okay. Anything above a 15?
I got a 15.
Okay. Wow. What'd you get, Carrot?
6.
Jesus, Murphy. You guys need to pick these rolls up. Be glad you're getting them out now. Like, this is bad.
I need actual dice.
Yes, you do. Okay. So, Espen, again, as these survival instincts are kicking in, because you are immediately outside your comfort zone, and as a almost worshiper of fire or a fire-based entity, this level of dark is uncomfortable. Every creature is naturally scared of the dark, but this expansive of dark, where it just doesn't stop, is incredibly unsettling. So the first thing you do is you're searching around trying to find some sort of light.
Good guy.
And as you look around, you do indeed see stars and patterns, almost like the expansiveness of an entire galaxy in a one area. And it doesn't stop. And it's all around you. It's back where the door was. It just keeps going. The second thing you see is as the tree climbs and expands, you see thousands upon thousands of branching out tributaries, essentially. Kind of like little breaks in a river. Same thing, but with trees in the branches. And it's just reaching out. And you'll notice that, especially on the bigger ones, we'll say the bigger ones you definitely see with a 15, not so much on the smaller things. But on the bigger ones, you see 9 in particular that kind of are the source of all these little tributaries and little extensions that each end in a massive pool of light. And they just stop. That's where they stop. It could be 100,000 miles or 100 feet of length, but you could see it because of the sheer size of it. So, yeah, that's what you see.
She is just going to be awestruck of just.
Same.
She's never seen anything like this before.
Like, so
I'm a dwarf, so this isn't even like fucking real to me.
Yeah. How is like the how wide is the branch that we're on? Like massive, or can we tell really?
With it being dark, who has dark vision? One of you has dark vision. Don't
I think all dwarves.
I do.
Yeah,
I do
dark
not.
vision, 60 feet.
Okay.
I
So the
do.
ones with dark vision, you can see that from where you're standing, looking to your left and looking to your right, you can't see the edge of the tree. So you know at a minimum it's 120 feet across.
God damn.
And again, as I'm sure Espen would notice it first, but as you're walking, you're going to see the exact same thing she did. And because of that, I want everybody to give me a religion check.
Bro, I'm worried right now.
23.
I'm cleric. This is what you do.
I got a
18.
18, yep.
You two,
13.
ladies?
11.
This is ingrained in your culture, so anything above a 10 would have worked. You are walking on the branches of Yggdrasil, the world tree, the center of the cosmos that connect every realm in existence to one central point.
God.
And looking down at Ratatoskr, as he's leading the way, you'll notice that the white stripes along his back, the white smatterings around his face, and his white belly are glowing bright white, essentially giving you a lantern walking as you're going. And the orange fur, particularly in his tail, seems to be like flickering, like flame, almost as if he's entered a bit of an ethereal state than a physical state.
Uh-oh.
A bit breathtaking, isn't it?
Oh, you're so
Whitney,
freaking cool.
Whitney wants to pet the squirrel.
Go for it. I mean, do you want to? I'm not stopping you.
Yes, your pets are very
Bad
nice.
idea.
He did say he was the cuddliest thing in this forest, just saying.
He did. And now he's glowing.
Hey, if there's something that I know as a DM, it's my audience. So.
Carrot's not
Use it
gonna
as-
do it. Carrot's smarter than that.
I think Goldbrick is too busy like looking around. His head is just kind of locked up.
Yeah.
It's a bit inspiring, isn't it? It's a bit breathtaking.
Yes.
I'm gonna tell him he's breathtaking.
Oh.
You'll see him like knead into his front paws, and that bushy tail will flick back and forth a little bit, and he'll just I am a refined creature. I am a being of mystical power. I will not be swayed by meaningless compliments, no matter how good they feel. It's adorable. It's adorable.
I'm sure it is.
It's adorable.
All right, so where do we go from here?
Aha, to business. Follow me. I will take you where I feel Vargir, his presence. Stay close. Do not wander. There are things here besides me. I control them, but I cannot control you, and I cannot control your own stupidity. Stay close.
I
Do
resemble
not
that.
wander.
Don't have to worry about that with us.
Wandering's my name.
All right. So,
All right, we stay close.
he continues on this path, and it's crazy. It's awe-inspiring, but it's also so big. You could feel yourself moving forward, but it's almost like when you're driving next to a mountain. It just doesn't go anywhere. You could go 100,000. You could go 1,000 miles, and it's just right there.
Yeah.
It feels the exact same way. So you're going, and it feels like you're walking. Feels like you're walking for hours. I mean, it feels like ages have passed, but you're not seeing any sort of shift in star position or anything like that. So you're not really sure how long it's been, but it feels like it's been ages. And finally, the squirrel will take you to the right towards one of these smaller tributaries. The first branch off the main path that you've encountered. And it'll take you, and it'll wind, and it'll narrow down to where it's about 10 foot across. So you walk single file, still safe, still not near the edge, but in the relative of this immense being, this is as singular a path as you can get to. And there's a small, faint portal about 30 feet in front of you. This is where I sense Vargir. This is where I sense trouble for you. He is not the only thing there. Now, you seem capable, and I don't make new friends very often, so when I do, I like to keep them prepared. Be careful.
Can we all go in at the same time?
Where does this
Take my
portal lead
warhammer off my
beyond
back.
simply Vargir? Are we heading back to Midgard through this portal?
No.
What realm might we find ourselves in?
This is its own side realm. This is why this is in particular slightly nerve-wracking. Vargir, whatever Vargir pissed off, he pissed it all the way off. I'm not sensing something you can't handle. It's almost as if this place was never meant to be discovered, but I mean, I'm incredible, so what? You can't hide from me. I find everything. But if you are not careful, you will not come back.
Oh, God.
Take this money, shall we? Take the warhammer off my back.
When we are ready to come back, how do we notify you?
Oh, like I knew you were
find
coming.
us?
I knew you were
Okay.
coming. You think that I don't see?
No. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay. It's a little outside your ken. I respect that. It's fine. Be careful. I will be there
Thank you.
when you are done. I cannot help you if you are not smart.
Understood. Thank you.
Good luck.
Aye. Should all
I'm gonna
go in
tell
at the
him.
same time.
I'm going to tell him that I have 2 questions for him.
Ask away.
1, do you have any tips for us before we go in there?
Good point.
Don't die.
I'll give you 50 gold in my pay cut. And
Die.
Now I'm insulted.
He's smart and
Yeah.
funny. What more do you want?
all seriousness, work as a team.
Fucking simp.
Do not be a hero. Work with your team, and you shall be fine. Be dumb, like a couple of you have shown me to be, and none of you will come back.
Yeah.
Hey now.
What you
I'm
saying?
gonna follow that awesome tip with my second question. Can I pet you?
He almost like twitches his head a little bit, like, really? That's the follow-up?
I'm gonna explain to him that what's going through my mind is if we don't come back and I had an opportunity to pet him before we died, I will be upset that I died without doing it.
Love it.
Hey, maybe petting him gives you some sort of power. Who knows?
Oh, is that true?
That's not
Strictly
my goal. I just wanted to pet the cute squirrel.
from
Gotta
the
go.
from the neck up in a respectful manner. Nothing more.
Okay, I'm gonna
I am
give
a
him
gentle
little,
squirrel and nothing less.
little scritch right between the ears.
Roll sleight of hand.
It feels like you're petting a cloud. It almost like there's a material feeling there, but it's almost like you're just passing through it.
Oh, fantastic! All right, I'm ready to die now.
All right. So, what's next?
I think we all walk towards the portal. I think we all hold hands, and everybody step in at the same time.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Brandish my
He
shield.
said to work as a team.
Outstanding.
Nah,
So-
man, I ain't trying to go in one at a time. Fuck all that.
So,
So we counted down.
Like,
1,
like kindergartners.
3.
All right,
so, two things that you notice as soon as you walk through. The first, you go from tree with some give to stone. First step. Fought, polished stone. The second, it is freezing cold here.
Oh, dip.
Fuck.
It is like you stepped from the center of the country, temperate climate, straight to the top of a mountain. Frigid cold.
Great.
Since it's a cantrip, can I like conjure a little bit of sacred flame in my palm and stay a little warmer that way?
Yes. What is your magic is based in wisdom, correct?
Correct.
Give me a wisdom check. Add your proficiency bonus, but give me your wisdom.
That is. You say add proficiency also?
Yes.
That
So
would
generous.
be 15.
Okay, so 15, you do the Sacred Flame cantrip, or the Summon Flame, or whatever you were talking about,
Sacred
and it lights up in your hands, but it's immediately almost entirely quelled, and it takes a lot of thinking and a lot of extra willpower than you're normally used to giving for a spell of this low level, but you have to put some thought into it.
And he's not good at that.
Exactly.
He's gonna just focus up.
He's not good at that.
So, but with a 15, you power through, and yes, you can have that sacred flame there, and it warms you up slightly. It's kind of like holy flame, so it really doesn't do that kind of thing. It kind of like burns the evil and dead.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping maybe it was a little warm.
I mean, honestly, if you had like a corpse next to you, that might work. But
Yeah.
but you don't. So
It does say flame-like radiant, so maybe it's more light than
it's
fire.
light. Yes.
Yeah.
But I'll say for this, because you're in an extra-planar world, that it does give you enough to, like, stave off the initial shivers and at least get your shit under control.
Gotcha.
So, you have stepped into this new area. What would you like to do?
Oh boy, is it the same feeling of like endlessness going out, or is there a clear path hallway that we are confined to?
It's not a hallway. It seems to be a ruin as you look around.
Okay.
Walls have crumbled, and there's definitely, like, it definitely extends out past your field of view, but
Right.
you see distant landscape. So it doesn't feel endless, but it does feel like you've stepped out into another open area that is more than just like a simple room or a simple maze.
Right. Okay.
Can Espen make some sort of perception check to see if she sees anything immediate danger or anything like that?
Absolutely. Give me a perception check.
Oh, 9.
You fucking nailed it, bro.
You don't see shit. It's cold. It's windy, and it's a bit snowy, which explains
Right.
the cold.
So at this time, then I'd like to use my divine sense.
Divine Sense. All right. What is the range on Divine Sense?
60 feet.
I can tell you that
That's a lot of feet.
well, in your immediate range, you don't feel anything that would trigger your Divine Sense.
Okay, I'll use one of my uses. Okay. All right. I let them know that I used my divine sense, and I say I think we should move forward.
Yeah, with a subtle point of order, Maximus is actually feeling quite comfortable being very acclimated to cold temperatures, to Goliath, the presumed long lineage from frost giants. Presumed.
Yeah, you're fine. You're fine.
Yeah, I'm
feel
comfortable,
honestly at
I'm
home.
happy. I see my companions a little. It's cold.
I'm staying very close to the other dwarf now.
Fine, guys. We'll do this together, and I'll lead the way if we do continue to move.
I want to, I guess, feel if this feels like the dream. Does it feel like we are in the right spot?
Give me a wisdom check.
Question.
Give me a wisdom check with advantage.
Oh, you're so good, Carrot.
Grim.
You said
What the hell?
advantage.
Grim. You're so
Grim,
funny.
get out!
17.
I moved it.
17. Grim, get out!
It's your fault for not having us in the secret chat.
I tried. Y'all came down here first.
You said assemble. We assembled.
Okay.
True.
Yeah, I'm closing this.
He's probably like, why can't I make friends?
Because I said so.
He's like, why are they yelling at me?
Oh, poor
So,
Grim.
anyway, that just tells me that he's not watching the stream and has no context clues. So anyway, sorry, Grim. I'll apologize to him later. Right now, I've got characters to kill.
Oh,
So,
Karen.
what was it
17.
again?
I got
17.
17 and a 5.
17 and a 5. 17. Yeah. Yeah, it feels an awful lot like a certain nightmare you just had.
Does it lead me in any direction?
No.
Okay.
You do see, if there was a path, like I said, these are ruined architecture in this area. You do see what looks like somewhat of a path through this structure, but
through a structure.
A crumble structure.
Can I investigate the entrance of the?
As we're walking up to it, also, can I just say I wanted to cast something on my weapon because I'm not liking the look of this. So Galbraith's going to pull out a little blacksmith's hammer and hit it off the top of his war hammer and give it the blessing of the forge. A +1 to my attack.
Beautiful. Quick
God,
question.
you're so good.
Quick question. That divine sense, how long does it last?
Oh, it's just a turn.
Just one turn? Okay.
Yeah.
Good to know.
I have two of them though.
Fuck. I don't like that question.
So,
Have you? Yeah.
what would you like to do? You have discovered a few things, but nothing concrete, and you have not done much investigating. So, I would recommend you start figuring some shit out.
Well, that's what I was asking if I could investigate.
You can investigate, yes.
As we get closer to the door, I'd like to,
What door?
peer. Or he said we have to go through a structure.
Well, like I said, it's a ruined structure, but there definitely seems like a natural path, like most buildings take.
Through it, okay.
I'm gonna say we go slowly, guys.
Yeah, slowly.
Yeah.
Agreed.
What do we want to investigate, guys?
Everything.
Yeah.
We're in a strange plane that apparently wasn't even supposed to be fucking found. We
We're
gotta
in a-
fucking
We're
tread
in a
lightly
dream.
and take shit slow.
Yeah. Slow walk down the path.
Beautiful. All right. So, as you continue forward, every step you take,
Every move you make.
don't do it. Don't do it.
I'll be watching you.
I have three encounters here. One is if y'all are starting to irritate me. I will wipe
Hangman's
this
watching.
adventuring. I will wipe this adventuring party out of existence if I have to.
Oh my god.
Turn up, turn up.
Not. So,
Please continue.
Can we get a TPK in the chat, please?
don't tempt them. They're animals.
I know, I'm usually the one that starts it.
All right, enough. So, you're making your way through this ruined structure, and the further you go in, the more structure seems to regain control. So it almost seems like where you entered. Actually, that's a good point. Espen, as you're walking, give me a perception check and give it to me with advantage.
Right? $15.
Okay. You get the feeling that the reason where you came in was blown apart, essentially, and damaged. You saw a lot of evidence of fire damage. Scorch marks, burnt wood, structural, integrity lost due to some sort of flame. Which would make sense as to why, as it goes in, the structure seems to come back and strengthen back up, almost as if that was the focal point for some sort of explosion or something. And the only reason you would know that is because, as a worshiper of a fire-based deity, it's kind of your thing. So anyway, you begin to move forward. Everything.
Espen will
Go ahead.
Espen will point out to the group. I believe there was some sort of fight here at one point.
Okay.
So just be careful.
Draw my weapon.
Beautiful. So as you're making your way through, everything seems to be sturdying up. More structurally sound. Definitely taking place. It almost looks like this is a giant mansion or a palace of some sort.
Forward weapon drawn.
Okay.
I like to. Oh man.
Go ahead. Guys, it's your
Alright.
oyster. Let's go.
Oh, go ahead.
So we stepped into this structure now that got.
Yes, you have crossed into the next room, and the structural soundness of the building is almost 100% intact, it feels like.
Is there a staircase anywhere in this room that we're in?
Give me a perception check.
That's not my strong point.
Yeah, I'd like to have a look around at the damage also and see if I can figure out a little more.
Okay.
I didn't see what it is. What is it? 2.
Also give me an investigation check, Weezy. Because
14.
your little dwarf is the only one trying to look around, I'm going to let the rest of you roll a perception if you want.
Please.
Yeah,
I got a 14.
I'll take that.
14
Come on,
investigation.
I was
I
gonna
only
say,
Thank you, Espen. Thank you.
Would you
I
get
only got a
Espen?
12.
19.
19? Beautiful. All right.
Thank you, Lord.
So
I want to look around for any kind of symbols.
symbols, give me an investigation check. Now, while she's rolling that, let's start with the perception check. I'll give you the layout of the room. This, you looked like you entered through a sort of foyer or something like that. I say very small, but comparatively to the rest of this structure, it was small. It was an entranceway. This seems to be like a long hall. Tall walls, peaked ceiling, and at the end of this room, this enormous room, almost like a social gathering room, where you would have a large organized group. At the end of this, you see a long, tall staircase with a giant door at the end of it, about probably 30 feet up to the next floor. This is about say 150 feet down. This room is where the staircase begins, and then it ascends for probably another 50 feet. So about 200 feet in total from you to the other side of the room.
It's an insane room.
Yep. Investigation from one Corweezy will show you that there are bodies
Oh,
everywhere. Dozens of them. All different shapes and sizes. You see giant skeletons. You see animal skeletons. You see dwarvish skeletons. Humanoid-sized skeletons. All shapes and sizes. The unsettling part, you see a lot of not skeletons too. As in bodies with
fresh.
not fresh, but
Pressure.
almost like they're mummified. Like they're stuck within the decaying process. So you're like, that doesn't make any sense. That's weird. The room itself is beat to shit. Like, as these bodies would indicate, a massive battle took place.
And all these bodies are in the room that we're in, crossing over to
Correct.
the door.
Okay. Look at that.
How dark is it in where we're at?
I would say
Everybody can see the door 150 feet away?
the only reason that you two can see it is because of your dark vision. It's like
Yeah,
low
so
light.
it
Everybody
is pretty dark.
else can see, but they're like squinting to see, like struggling to see. You two are fine. I would consider it low light.
Okay, and the bodies stretch the whole 150 feet across.
I would say not necessarily the whole 150 feet, but there's a few dozen bodies here. It covers the majority of the room's floor space.
All right, as Goldbrick sees all these, across the ground, he's gonna turn back to the others. Watch your step. He's gonna cast light above his head so everyone can see him.
I'm gonna turn and I'm gonna talk to Maximus, and I'm gonna ask him to use one of his abilities to detect evil. If he has 2 available.
Yeah,
Paladin.
I think that's quite a good idea. I will
I think you should
take
use
my
a divine
dwarf
sense.
friend's advice, and I will do a little use of divine sense.
Divine sense.
Give me the language of divine sense, please.
Where is it? Features.
What do you need about Divine Sense?
Just need the wording.
Yes.
As an action,
Until-
you can detect good and evil until the end of turn. You can sense anything affected by the Hollow spell, or know the location of any celestial, fiend, undead within 60 feet that is not behind total cover. You can use this feature 2 times per long rest.
Okay, and it's just one action.
Yeah.
It's a 1 turn action. Yeah.
And what was the range? 60 feet.
60 feet.
Okay. So here's what you see. Nothing glaring. Nothing setting off radar or anything like that, but you're getting traces of celestial,
Yep.
undead,
Yep.
and demonic energies. The vast majority of which is very residual. It's almost like a scar on this area.
So I'm hoping that after you sense these things, you're going to tell us.
Oh,
what you're
yeah, yeah.
sensing.
Yeah, I'll, as I get those things, kind of explain it the way that Dad did it with me.
Okay. And at this point, I'm on guard. I have weapon at the ready. I'm ready. I'm ready for anything, and I'm waiting to see what you guys want to do at this point.
So there was a staircase at the far end.
150 feet. We got bodies everywhere.
Definitely stay close, but I'm pressing on, I guess.
Yeah, I guess we press forward. Yeah.
I rolled an 18
So in
on my
this
13th
hallway,
level.
are there any doors on the sides of us at all, or is it just a straight hallway?
We'll get to that. What did you roll, Carrot?
18.
18. Looking around symbols, you don't see anything in regards to like wards, traps, anything magical in nature. What you do see are tapestries, almost telling a story, and they expand along both lengths of the walls. And you'll see on one tapestry, you'll see a very powerful looking warrior on the back of a horse with a giant spear, fending off what looks to be a massive ice giant. Enormous. Almost locked in combat. And it's definitely made in a way to make the warrior look A, like the hero, but B, like he's winning. It's definitely like an ego piece. What you'll see next, on the next one, you'll see a marriage tapestry with this same warrior with a beautiful maiden. Beautiful, beautiful woman. And you'll see different races from all the realms gathered together in celebration. On the other side, you'll see this same entity off his horse, but still with spear in hand, jabbing into a fire giant. And the final one that you'll see is this same warrior figure surrounded by children, and almost like a family picture. So those are the 4 big ones. Everything else seems to be like rotted away in time.
Hey guys, look. Look at all the things that I just said.
A little unnerving.
Do any of you guys recognize any?
You're so funny.
Would any of us really recognize anything on it?
Yes.
The three religious-based warriors. Give me religion checks.
This is a weird history of giants that I don't know if I'm familiar with.
Yeah.
Ooh, 10.
Why? 19.
Nope. None of you know anything, unfortunately.
Wow. Even with a 19. Woo! Okie doke. All right.
Can't give you guys all the secrets.
No, I get you. All right.
I
so-
am intrigued.
I'd like to- As we're slowly moving forward, though, I'd like to investigate the hallway a bit more to see if there's any doors on the sides of us as we're moving forward.
Yeah, there's two doors on each wall. They seem to be blocked, as in like they seem almost like intentionally closed off, as if this was strictly like there's areas to enter here, but it was not for guests or anything like that. Almost like a help entrance.
Okay.
Sure.
They're much less extravagant or finely made. It's more like blend into the wall, but it's there for necessity than anything.
Espen would have walked up to the one that had the fire giant on it to see if anything looked.
Give me a religion check.
She recognized. Okay.
Unfortunately not.
Cool.
Is there anything sticking out in the piles of bodies that are everywhere that kind of gives any hint to what happened here? Like why there's so many bodies here?
Yeah,
Not just like obviously there's swords and shit's dead.
So what you see is, again, you see races from all over creation. Everything that you've ever interacted with, some that you haven't. Like, for instance, Carrot, making your way through these bodies, you'll see some with wings. Wings oddly similar to your own, except these are the size of humans. Some the size of your friend Maximus. These are... It's almost like fairykin were normal-sized ages ago. These bodies all look, especially the skeletal ones.
Ouch.
You small. We've already covered this. You small. But no, like you see some bodies that are with wings that are 6.5 feet tall. You know, big strapping warriors with these. It's kind of odd seeing these insectoid wings on the back of some of them. You see some four-legged beasts, and yet they have the torsos of men. Based on the skeleton, anyway. You're seeing everything. That's almost fairy tale, and yet you see several elven bodies because they still have ears. You see several dwarf bodies. You see what you can only guess are humanoid bodies. You see some dragonborn bodies. It's like
The field of death.
yes, perfectly put.
Uneasy feeling. Wait,
I'm gonna say Carrot vomits.
Fair enough.
medicine check.
Easy, easy little one. You've got this. It's okay.
So as you make your way through, you're doing all of this, and then overtop the den, overtop the eerie feeling, you'll hear, "Who enters this lair of pain?"
Jesus Christ.
You all heard that too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna hide somewhere.
I was just gonna
Tell me your
Crazy
name
warhammer
first.
look around.
I scream.
Who enters this lair of pain?
Ooh, baby. We enter the ones that are gonna bring you down.
Step
I don't know what the fuck you're
forward.
talking to.
In a little more sophisticated than that.
Yeah.
But.
Step forward.
There's a little bit of
Galbraith's just gonna take one step forward, just real quick.
likewise. I was gonna say there's some confusion and going on with Maximus with the depiction of giants, but also a lot of anger, just for the context of what's going on. So he's stepped up, ready to go.
Why don't
seeing the
you
dwarves.
come here?
I am also angry because seeing all the dead dwarves has made me very upset. So I'm standing next to him.
Step forward. Give me a perception check, since you guys none are asking to do it.
Thanks for being so polite.
I know.
18.
I at least know what this IRL intelligence modifier for the group is.
Negative
13.
1.
Yeah.
I've got a 13.
Not 20 for a 25.
Let's go. All right.
Receive the fuck out of this.
This voice is coming from the top of the stairs.
Yep.
It seems. I mean, obviously it's animated, but at the same time, it's emotionless. It seems like a recording almost. Step forward.
Go. Start walking forward.
Yeah.
Can we tell what? We can't tell what's making the voice yet.
Not
We're
yet,
too far
but
away?
you can tell that it's coming from the top of the stairs.
Okay.
I'll venture forth.
Yeah.
I'll start my
move
way
up
up
to
the
the base of the
stairs. I'll motion for Carrot to kind of like stay behind me right over my shoulder.
I'm gonna just float, kind of like hiding
Okay.
a little bit.
So you guys make your way up to the top of the stairs?
Yeah, baby.
Carrot is good. Carrot Espen. Sorry.
You can't
Espen.
Carrot.
I'm sorry. Espen's gonna be in the back of the group and like kind of also keep an eye over her shoulder to make sure nothing comes up behind us.
Got it.
Yeah, I was gonna say I got been investigating behind.
Beautiful. So you make your way up. You're going to the top of the stairs. It's unsettling how tall these stairs are because you feel like you've got to be ready, but at the same time, it's long enough where you're like, all right, like,
Yeah.
come on. And you get to the top of the stairs, and there's nothing there. There's just that massive metal door.
There's a handle on it, or kind of like a door? Like, is it something you pull and grab?
No,
Oh,
doesn't seem to be any handle or anything like that.
I will push the door.
I'd like to investigate.
Before
the
he
door.
does that,
I'd like to investigate the door.
Oh, I said it first, guys.
Yeah.
I want to look around. Like, is it like a balcony? Is there anything surrounding us? Is it just the fucking doorway? Like,
There is a balcony up here, and there are more bodies up here.
Sick.
Not near as many as behind you. There's a few sparse bodies up here. But there just seems, I would say, about 25 feet depth and about 50 feet of width on this platform. It's essentially a good, like a small gathering area for entry into this doorway. Plenty of room to stand and spread out a little bit, but not like a significant amount of floor space.
okay.
Right. Tiny potty break. Carry on with that.
Actually,
You're opening the door, Ozzy.
Actually, let's go ahead and we're about an hour and 20 minutes in. We're about to hit some pretty good stuff, so let's go ahead and
Oh god.
refill our drinks and
Yes.
get ready to keep going, eh?
Let's do
Sounds
it.
good.
Lord.
All right, I'm going to catch up with Chad a little bit.
Sounds good. Hey, chat.
All right. Tequila Mockingbird, thank you for the follow earlier. James, thank you for the tip. Who else did I miss? I haven't been interacting with chat at all, and I wholeheartedly apologize. Mr. I want to pronounce that right. Is it Dracon Gaming? Dracon Gaming? I don't know. Thank you for joining the. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for joining the Discord. Welcome to the community. Marigan, thanks for being here. And I believe that's everybody that I missed. I hope that's everybody that I missed.
American also joined the Discord.
Oh, Marigan joined the Discord as well. Awesome. Thank you for being here. So glad that you guys are here. I am going to I'm going to actually make a whiskey here in a little bit because, I mean, what's a story without a good drink?
Absolutely. I was feeling good after my apple pie moonshine last time.
Well, I mean, when you drink half a jar of apple pie moonshine, anybody's going to be feeling good.
Yeah. I almost didn't get up the next morning.
We're sitting at a casual...
Really? I'm so surprised.
Let me see how many viewers we're at. We're sitting at a casual,
back
like 17 or
just a
18
sec.
viewers, which is fantastic.
I had a massage at 8 a.m. that morning too.
Oh, yeah.
Remember?
Yeah, you did. How'd that go, by the way?
It was
Awesome.
nice.
Nothing like a hangover. Nothing like a hangover massage.
Yeah.
I hope you drink some water.
I chugged a bunch of water before I went to bed.
Beautiful. So how?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm so glad you let me pet the squirrel.
Well, when you honestly, I wasn't gonna let you, and then you said, "But if I die, I never got to," and I was like, "That's a good ass point." That hurts that you said that. Okay, let's do this.
I forget to check the music every once in a while to make sure I'm on the right chat. What lies? Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
My friend, who is also a DM, is not in your chat, but watching. And she says you're doing a great job.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I'm trying.
And she said, I know they don't know who I am, but I don't care.
We love them. We love them anyway. All right.
I think you're doing a great job too, Dad.
Thank you. That
Killing
means a lot. That means a lot, guys. I wanted to tell a good story for you guys. I hope you guys are enjoying it so far.
I will say that
Stress
all
me out a
my
little
theories are out the window.
Good.
Fucking
That's what you get for having theories. That's why I didn't
Oh, well.
prepare.
I warned you.
That's why.
I warned you. I tried to warn you. That's all I'm saying.
I'm using my mushroom dice and they're treating me well.
There you go.
I
I have
dice
little
it
rose dice I'm
anyway.
using.
Misery.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Hey, what'd you do? Bite your tongue?
Tried to cross my legs.
Oh, don't do that. Don't.
Ankle over the other.
Nope.
Which does not feel good when there's a brand new tattoo on it.
Nope.
My friend just texted me, Whitney, no!
Oh, I could. Oh, should I? Okay, I'm almost down to the bottom of my 4th tally. Should I switch to whiskey?
Yes.
Answer
I
is
got-
always yes.
All right.
What do we got? I got.
But keep it in the boot.
Oh my god! Yeah, I'll just throw a fucking
Good
boot
lord.
up.
Das Boot.
Whiskey!
All right. Lock it back in, ladies and gentlemen.
Good damn.
All
In
right.
the zone. Auto zone.
Cheers, everybody. Thanks for being here.
Cheers.
Sorry, Sus.
What happened? What'd I miss?
I said get in the zone and then quietly said auto zone.
Get in the zone.
I about coughed up my drink again.
I know it's not.
Guys, quit ruining my make-believe.
It was before the make believe.
Uh-huh. Where'd Ozzy go? I just said get in the zone. What zone did he get in?
We're going to get whiskey to
He
pour
was in the whiskey zone. He wasn't quick enough with his beverage. He took
Unbelievable.
too long.
Honestly,
contemplating.
what a fucking professional organization we are here.
Well, look at him in his fancy decanter and rocks glass. It was not a dig. It was a statement.
Thank you. Go on, please.
All right. So, you've approached the door, surrounded by bodies, with an overall aura of unease throughout. So now, what would you like to do?
Oz said he was gonna push the door.
I still want to look for where the fuck that voice came from.
Mm-hmm.
Came from the door.
So you touch the
Looking
door.
around.
I did.
As soon as you touch the door, it
I
begins
make
to
things happen,
shift.
people.
It begins to shift and almost becomes liquid. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Mm-hmm. I have -1.
Oh, gonna kill it here.
And I got a 1! I got a 0, baby!
Oh my god.
Oh
Okay.
no.
It catches you quite off guard. And you're not used to a sense of fear, but you are used to a sense of being startled. And this floor is super, super slick and icy. So you recoil immediately and slip and almost fall down the stairs. As you do so, you try to regain footing, try to catch yourself as the warrior you are, and you feel your ankle twist underneath you.
My ankle.
Oh,
I'm going
no.
to say with that sprain,
Ah,
you have disadvantage on initiative rolls, and your
I think
speed
it's sprained.
is reduced by half.
Oh, yeah, baby. I've got disadvantage and -1 to initiative.
Yes.
Could I
I sprained my ankle. Oh.
could I step up and cast a little cure wounds on him to negate that?
I could say you could use 5 points from your healing pool.
What? Oh, yeah, I guess I was going
As
to
a
follow up
paladin.
with that.
As
That's
a
the
cleric,
aspect.
as a cleric,
Ow.
he could do that. But as a paladin, you could use 5
Sure.
points from your healing pool to negate
I
this
would
effect.
love to take that information and just, like you could see, well, for story's sake, we say my ankle is royally messed up.
Yes.
And I take a knee and I put my hands, one upon my knee and the other my ankle. And I spend just a second or two, and you can see with a slight glow that my foot cracks back into place.
Okay. So now you are down to 20 points of healing.
Got it.
What happened with the door?
So the door,
Where's it-
back to the
where's
door.
it for the healing?
It's rigged. I fell and yeah.
Well, back to the door. As it begins to shift, it seems to take a shape. And on this shape, you see almost pulling through the liquid surface is a massive face. Approximately 12 feet tall, approximately as wide as two of you's shoulder to shoulder. Speak and declare thyself.
I'm Galbrick. Who are you?
No response.
I am Ottersoft, Shadowfall. Who are you?
No response.
Kind of rude.
I
I am Keratin. Who are you?
I am Maximus Stormheart, proud descendant of Jotun.
Espen is gonna shake her head and just be like, "You may call me Kalash."
State thy purpose.
We're looking for someone.
No response.
You have answered your questions.
We're
Who are you?
working.
Is this thing on?
We are the All-Father's prison. Who do you seek?
Why is that your business?
We're looking for Vargir, right? Vargir?
Yes.
We're looking for Vargir.
Son of Lugir.
So
Brother of your house.
this face is bland of expression. No pupils in the eyes or anything like that. All it is essentially an information receptacle. And upon the name Vargir, you'll see the eyes close and and behind the lids just kind of like back and forth, Largir is within. Do you seek entry?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Yes.
What the small one said.
Which one?
Ha ha.
I am the
Entry.
smallest of the small.
Entry is
No.
earned. Fight and enter. And the face will disappear. And as soon as the face disappears, you'll feel a rumbling beneath your feet. Everybody give me a dexterity saving throw.
Insert card or select payment type.
Dexterity saving throw.
10.
Oh, not dexterous.
Question.
9.
Can I
16.
see
22.
this effect?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll explain. I just want the dexterity first. So yes, this would be your danger sense.
Okay. Eight.
Okay. Who got above a 10? You two are fine. The other three, you feel and you'll see a ripple of power come from like the sides of the door and just echo throughout the room. And you two will be caught off guard, or you three, and you will all fall prone on the ground.
Amazing.
Now, as you begin to gather yourselves, you'll hear from around you.
Jesus Christ.
Roll initiative.
I'd like
Okay.
Don't
roll
like that.
initiative.
Is that plus 0? Ooh, 18.
Minus disadvantage. Oh no, I fixed my ankle. I still have minus
17.
1.
Hold on.
17.
All right. So, 25 to 20. Anyone?
24.
24? Beautiful.
Very nice.
17 initiative.
20.
20 to 15?
Me.
18.
17.
So 18 for Galbreck and 17 for Arasat.
Because you said initiative roll, right?
Correct.
Yeah, okay.
15 to 10.
11.
15.
With disadvantage?
I fixed my ankle.
Oh, that's right, you did. So 15 for Maximus
Yeah.
and 11 for Espen.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful.
I want to go first.
Stay close, Keratin.
All right.
Bro, you need to stay close to me at this rate.
I would
So,
do an athletics check, though.
Oh dear, sorry.
sorry
Bless
about
you.
that.
So as things shake, is there any way that I could do an athletics check to see if I somehow don't fall?
Did I give you the option for an athletics check?
No. But,
Then no.
Damn it.
You are a
Oh
greedy
my
child.
I'm a very athletic dwarf, though. I have a plus
Real
6 in
quick.
that category.
Real quick, before we get before we get wild here, Galbrick,
Ooh,
what spell?
not
No, you didn't
sound
use a
great.
spell slot. It was Maximus's healing pool. That's fine. All right. So, as you begin to regain your bearings, but before the three of you get off the ground, you will look around, and on this platform, you will see 8 glowing pairs of eyes looking at you.
8.
As you'll see 8 withered and crippled bodies stand up and draw weapons. 4 with spears, 4 with swords, as these undying slaves and soldiers get to their feet and begin to descend upon you. Carrot, you are first in the initiative. What do you do?
Okay. So, I have my rapier. I am going
change
to.
the
How
music.
far away are they?
Everything is within 30 feet.
like a wounded animal.
Okay,
Above
I'm
us,
gonna
coming
go-
down the stairs.
We're at the top of the stairs.
Everybody's
aren't
at the top of the stairs.
we? I'm going to take my rapier and go to whatever the first one is with a sword and attempt to slash.
Roll me an attack.
Get him, Carrot.
Is an 18 hit?
18 hits. Roll for damage.
5.
5 damage. All right, so you will gather your bearings, draw your rapier, and rush forward and slash at one, and it will slice right above the breastplate that you'll see, and it'll dig into that collarbone, and you'll hear like, bah! And it will recoil a little bit. Give me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Don't like that.
Does that
16.
qualify for your sneak attack, Carrot?
Does that qualify for your sneak attack? Yes,
As
it does.
As a swashbuckler, as long as it's just those two and no one else around.
Wouldn't the rest of them be in the vicinity, though?
Oh, you're that. Yeah, I
I'm
guess
not engaged in action.
that comes down to that. Yeah, if there's none of its allies within 5 feet of it.
Okay,
If
the
it's just
swashbuckler
you
was
two,
confusing
then
me a
you're
little
good.
bit about that. No,
Yeah.
it's not just you two, unfortunately.
Okay.
And you don't have any allies because you rush towards it. You don't have any allies in your immediate vicinity. You going first as a rogue, not ideal on this opening round.
That's why I said
Yeah.
I didn't want to go first.
Next is... Okay, give me that dexterity saving throw.
16.
16, you're fine. You see as you slice in to this one in particular, it almost has like yellow pustules across its body and all the exposed areas that you can see. And as you slash, one explodes and like tries to and like almost sprays upon you, but you just like kind of dodge out of the way and nothing hits you.
Okay, with my bonus action, I'm gonna fly up above all of the enemies.
You're going to take an attack of opportunity.
Carrot, no. You fool.
No, stop, come back.
Please, no.
That is a...
Like the map.
That's a 16 to hit.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Carrot.
so this
No.
one will try and stab you with its long sword, and it will deal 6 damage to you. And you do get up, but you did take the 6 damage.
Okay.
So now you are how far above everybody else?
30
I really
feet.
just wanted to get out of range.
Okay. All right. Next would be... Is that the end of your turn?
Ah.
Yeah.
Next is Galbrick.
Okay. If I walk over to like Arasath and help him up, can that just be a bonus action, or can I give him some of my movement? Would that cost me an action to help him up?
I'm going to say yes, it would.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm not going to do that. I'm assuming his warhammer kind of fell off to the side a little bit, so I'm gonna walk up and put my hand on his warhammer and cast magic weapon on it.
Okay.
Gives him a +1 bonus to all your attack rolls,
Sweet.
and say, "Get up, we need you here," and turn around and how much movement would we say I got left?
I would say you've got almost all your movement. I mean,
Okay.
you guys were all right there. Carrington just rushed forward.
Yep.
All right. Well,
This is all in the same
I'm
moment.
gonna go ahead and rush over there
Thanks, Ozzy.
to join Carrot and swing my warhammer at this thing if I can get there.
Yeah, you can't get to the one that struck at Carrot, but you can get to one within your movement.
Close enough. Okay.
Yes.
All right. We'll go ahead and charge it and swing.
Give me an attack roll.
Two-handed.
Okay.
That is a 21.
21 will hit. Don't you do special damage to undead as well? Or is that just paladins?
That is not me.
He's not a paladin yet. But...
That is 12 damage.
Woo! All right. So you race forward. You give Asarath that little pat on the ass, if you will, and rush forward and just crush into one of these undead warriors. Bring it to a knee, and then as soon as it hits the ground, it immediately just and gets back up and prepares to fight. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
And there's how many total again?
There's 8 total. 4 with long swords, 4 with spears.
Okay.
4 for that dex saving throw.
Beautiful. So as soon as you make contact, as you've done thousands of times in the years of your pilgrimage, you crush this thing, immediately make impact with the body, and as expected almost, ichor splashes into your face, and you feel a bit of a burn as it begins to etch into your flesh almost. You'll take 2 points of acid damage.
Ooh. Good.
Does that conclude your turn?
Yeah.
That was action, bonus action, and movement, right?
Yeah.
All right, next is Arasath.
All right.
You are prone, sir.
I am prone. So at this point, I will stand up, and as I stand up, I'm going to pull out a javelin off my back. And you said we're within 30 feet, so at this point, I'm going to assume I'm within that range.
Yes.
And first, I'm going to channel my divinity.
Okay.
And when I channel it, I choose my effect, and I'm going to abjure an enemy. And so it says...
Well, hold on. Before you go, isn't channel divinity an action?
It
is.
Abjuring the enemy is an action, yes.
Yeah, let me...
But I
Some are a
also
bonus action, but I believe abjure enemy is an action.
Okay, and how many actions do I have?
You have 1 action, 1 bonus action, and movement. And then throughout turns, a reaction if it's called for.
And then I get 2 attacks per turn.
Well, unfortunately, the attack action, you can't do an action and then have a second attack, because the second attack is part of that attacking action.
Yeah,
So
attacking takes an action, and then
So
part of
channeling
that
the
action
divinity would make it so I couldn't attack, basically.
Correct, but it'll set you up for better in the future rounds.
Okay.
Where's your...
Well, I think at this point, then I think we're just going to throw some javelins.
Okay.
Come on.
So yeah, I'm going to throw... I have 5 javelins. I'm going to throw a javelin... I want to throw a javelin at one of the spear creatures.
Beautiful. The spear creatures are on the other side of the platform, so that should...
Yep.
You're not going to be able to close after you throw it, because they're a little bit further away, but they are still within range of your spear, because I think your javelin is 60 feet, right?
They're 30 feet.
30 feet, then the ones with the spears are just outside your range. They're about 45 feet.
So would it take an action for me to run forward?
That would take your movement.
Okay.
And you've also the thing is too, Bub, and
Yeah.
Ozzy, correct me on this if I'm wrong, but
Absolutely.
But the second attack of a paladin does not trigger on a ranged attack, right? It's basically considered melee, if I'm not mistaken.
Sorry.
Back me up on that too, Weezy. I could be wrong.
Let me look at the feature real quick.
You mean...
you can't range smite.
Exactly.
No.
Not smite. I'm talking about the second attack.
It says extra attack. You can attack twice instead of once whenever you take the attack action on your turn.
It doesn't specify.
The only stipulation that you could call upon is
retrieving a weapon from your storage, in which case the character does have one free action per turn that they can use
I'm
to
not
pull a
worried about
weapon
that.
out.
I couldn't remember because I play nothing but stupid Smashy Boys, if you could
Yeah.
throw weapons and then throw a second one.
That
'Cause
might
he's
be
done
where
it.
that comes from, is
Yeah.
that you can only draw and throw once. You can't draw a second time raw. But if you're fine with just going boom, boom.
I'm fine with him. They're on your person. Like, to be honest with you, the fact that combat lasts 6 seconds total, time is relative here. So you know what? Who cares? So yes, I'll say you can go ahead and attack with 2 javelins at range if you want to.
Okay, so because so can I take my movement action to get inside of range of the spear and
You
then throw the
absolutely can.
javelins?
You absolutely
so,
can.
So I'm going to, at this point, actually start to sprint forward, and as I sprint, I have on winged boots.
Fucking stupid.
I have on winged boots.
Wait,
And
what?
I'm going to fly into the air inside of a 30-foot range, and I'm going to launch 2 javelins, one after another, at one of these spear creatures.
Out fucking
He is
standing.
just as surprised as I'd hoped he would be.
I was like, what?
It's fucking fantastic. We plotted this.
That's beautiful. Outstanding. Okay. All right. Well, there's going to be a point of order for these things. So you're in the air. Roll me your first attack, please.
Okay, attack, javelin, my hit or my damage?
It's a hit.
Okay. Hit, 14 plus 6 for a 20.
That'll hit. Roll your damage.
Okay. 7.
7 damage. All right. Roll your second attack, but since you're in the air and you can't plant your feet, don't apply your proficiency bonus. Just a straight roll.
Straight hit.
Just a straight hit, and then
Ooh.
minus your proficiency bonus, so -3.
Shit.
Look at this pig.
-3? I don't think that one's gonna hit.
Well, so do the 2 hit that you normally do for your javelin, and then just -3 off the roll for your proficiency bonus.
Okay, so I got a 2 plus a 6.
That ain't gonna do it. That's not
Nope.
gonna do it. So
Nope.
this is your first time using these bad boys in an uncomfortable, not necessarily material area. So the first one, because you've done that move 1,000 times, you leap into the air, chuck that bad boy with all the momentum in the world. You look awesome. The second one, not so much. The second one looks kind of dorky. It looks pretty bad. You do still throw the javelins. So you have lost 2 of your javelins, but the second one way overshoots.
Okay.
All right.
And
That's
at
it
this
for you,
point-
right?
So I'm gonna be in the air, yep, and that'll end my turn.
Couple fly kids, nice. I prepped for 1 flying character, not 2. All right,
What do you mean?
Maximus, you are up next in the initiative order.
I have a quick question.
Yes.
Confirming how many there were. I didn't catch that.
8 total.
8. And
3 of which have been damaged.
3 of which have damaged, but the one that Carrot and God, I forget his name, but Wheezy damaged hasn't been downed yet.
Well, they did not hit the same one.
Oh, okay.
Galbrick was not able to get to the other one. He was
That's
able
fine.
to because he
That's
helped.
fine.
He helped out Arasath first, so he
Yeah,
helped
this
him.
it was
got to a closer
basically
one.
just a quick observation of how severe this situation was.
He did really good damage to one. Carrot did middling damage to another, and Arasath did middling damage to a third.
Okay. This is going to be a setup turn, but it's going to be cool as shit.
I figured as much with your class.
It's going to be cool as shit. Okay. Being knocked prone, I take my warhammer, plant the head of it next to my head, and I'll activate my Channel Divinity Ancient Armament. As an action, I'm going to imbue my weapon with ancient power, and for the next minute, the weapon increases in size. So as the warhammer in my possession grows to the size of that a giant would wield, the inertia that it brings with it growing stands me back up on my feet, using 15 movement to stand up. So now, and then with, again, that same inertia just drops this giant hammer next to the side of me. with my bonus action, I will reach up to Carrot, and I will cast Shield of Faith.
Is that a touch spell?
It is not. It's a 30-foot range. As
Beautiful.
Long as
She was
okay.
within your range.
60-foot range.
She is within your range. So Carrot now has the benefits of Shield of Faith.
There's a +2 AC to you.
Sick.
And then I only have 15 feet of movement left. I guess I will advance to join my comrades if I can make it to them. Otherwise, I'll just move towards them. I don't know how far they move to reach the enemy.
Also, Dad, don't forget to... I don't know if the damage applies because it wasn't my Warhammer, but he did cast something on me, Corweezy.
Doesn't apply because it was not the Warhammer.
Okay.
Okay, awesome. Is that it for you?
That's it. Just I beefed my hammer up, shielded Carrot, and moved towards my comrades.
Beautiful.
As close as I can get.
You are... Did you move towards Galbrick or Arasath?
I'll say Galbrick.
Okay. You are definitely, next turn, going to be able to close and strike on the Longsword Battalion.
Okay, haven't quite got there yet.
Not even, no. And you are now within their advancement range, so they can get to you.
Amazing.
Yep. Espen, it is your turn.
Awesome. So Espen is going to use half her movement to start getting up, and as she gets into, on her knee, she is going to use her wild shape form, and where she was like a 5'6" little thing, she is going to turn into a 9-foot Kodiak bear. And with a very loud, rumbling roar, she is going to also rage at the same time.
Yes!
Oh, no.
Druid Barbarian!
The rest of my movement to get as close as I can to the whatever side, opposite side of what Ozzy just did.
What's your movement as a Kodiak bear?
I think 30 feet. Let me double. Oh, have it up. Hold on 1 second.
We got big boys.
A big boy.
I could have beefed up this encounter a little bit. I'm kind of upset with myself.
40 feet.
Big boys
40
and
feet?
little boys.
So yeah, you can. Which ones are you advancing towards? The 4 spearmen or the 4 longswords?
I think Ozzy was going to the long swords.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna go the opposite. So I'm gonna go the.
I was gonna say thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay.
I did not realize they were on separate sides.
I was gonna say,
You guys are all on the same side, and I was alone.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, Jake, you never admit that. You just do it on live. You know, we'll just put this health slider up a little bit.
What? What are you talking about? Oh, I could that I could have beefed up.
Yeah.
Nah, I mean honestly, there's no way that I could have fudged this encounter.
Oh yeah.
The next one maybe, but we'll see. So the party is gone. Battle areas are established. Forms and tactics have been brought into play. We shall see what an advantage of numbers does with mindless, unfeeling drones. So the 4 Draugr are going to advance, and they're going to close in. Espen, the 4 spearmen are going to advance on you as the biggest immediate threat. Galbrick,
The bear.
because they cannot reach the 2 flying individuals. 2 longswords are going to advance on you.
Bring it on.
Maximus, the other 2 are going to advance on you.
I'd like
Espen,
to see them try.
I'm going to roll the 4 attacks against you first. How many hit points does a Kodiak bear have? Just to keep in mind before they drop. And you're also raging, so even as a bear, you do have resistance to damage in regards to piercing, slashing, and bludgeoning.
I also have totem with the bear.
Which makes sense.
Love you, Dad.
All right.
I gave you my character sheet.
You did. I took it easy on y'all because you're level 5.
I
All right. So
feel like
What?
Yeah.
Go ahead, say it, Wit. I'm listening. You got
Say
to
it.
pet a squirrel, so I don't want to hear a word of complaint from you. All right. So the 4 Draugr advancing on Espen are going to swing.
Go for it.
Well, I'll be damned.
Look at his face. It's disappointment.
I love a face of disappointment from a DM.
I rolled a 5, 2 3s, and a 1.
Killing it.
So Espen, does a 12 hit a bear's armor class?
Oh, maybe?
It's close.
So,
There's
quick
big.
question. The shield does not, the shield that I have, that does not transfer.
It
Okay,
does
so
not.
a 12 does hit.
All right, I get to hit you with 1. So the 4 lurching zombies are, you can definitely tell there's no thought. They're mindless drones. They are enacting a command in the simplest way that a mindless body can. So they lurch forward with their spears. The nimblest bear outside of a circus that you have all seen is just bobbing and weaving like it's doing a dance, and then all of a sudden one lands home.
Part of a circus, though.
That's why I kind of threw the joke in there. The one that does hit you digs in deep and deals 11 points of piercing damage to you, half down to 6. The rest of you, Galbrick and Maximus, 2 each, long swords. Galbrick does a 25 hit.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Does a 17 hit.
No.
Okay. So the 25 hits, it will deal 7 points of slashing damage to you.
Alright.
So, again, barreling in, fighting against an advantage in numbers. Shield comes up to block one, but the other one slips under and leaves a nasty slash across your midsection. Maximus, your turn.
Hey,
Does a 16 hit your armor class?
it does not.
Okay, so I'm guessing a 9 doesn't hit your armor class either.
That is also correct.
Fair enough. All right, so you both are standing your ground, holy warriors, especially comfortable in this scenario, dealing with abominations of this nature.
Bitch.
That will take us back to the top of the initiative order. Carrot, you're up.
Sorry, I just made her die.
Sorry, I wasn't prepared for the bitch.
No
You-
one ever is.
You know, some of us have to ignore these insults thrown our way. And just be the bigger person in a scenario like this.
I am the bigger person.
Hey! Hey! You leave your short jokes up in Canada, sir.
I mean, he's higher than you technically.
Please.
Geographically.
You know what? Fuck
Anyway.
it. Out of nowhere, flying down, comes a giant ice dragon troll. I don't even know what the fuck that is. I just made it up. Roll initiative again.
Oh no!
I can try.
What the fuck are you doing?
Okay, so Carrot.
Oh,
Give me
from
5
her-
minutes to make a stat block. We'll be back in a little bit.
oh no!
All right, Carrot, go ahead.
Carrot from her position in the sky is going to pull a dagger off of her thigh and throw it at the one that I hit previously.
Okay. Okay. Give me an attack roll.
16?
16. The dagger will sail through the air looking like it's about to strike true, and then it will bounce off the pauldron of the one that you hit, not doing anything.
Alright. Well, then I will take my bonus action to hide.
Okay. How do
Hide
you?
behind a pillar?
What are you gonna hide behind there, Carrot?
Yeah, I was gonna say, how do you hide? Explain what you want to do, and I'll see if we can make it work.
Are there pillars?
Yes, there are decorative pillars.
Are there tapestries hanging from these pillars? And how low do they come?
Yes, there are tapestries. hanging
Oh
from
my
these pillars.
God.
I
What are the
like
odds?
it. I like it. Listen to you, listening to details. I like it. Okay, I'll give you that. Yeah, yeah, sure. We'll say on the two corners of this platform, where the stairs meet on each side, and then the two corners at the very end. So 4 pillars across this front. They stretch to the ceiling, and there are tapestries between them. So if you want to use those to obscure a zombie's vision of you, I will let you have the chance. Roll a stealth check.
Sneaky, 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 sneak, sneak, sneak.
Sneaky, sneaky.
I'm a
Not very sneaky.
I'm
I'm
a
a good 10.
A 10? What's the perception on a zombie?
What's the passive?
Hopefully very
Passive
low.
perception?
Hopefully like a 3.
Plus 3, so...
Tell me you got an 11.
No, these are the most observant zombies in history, guys. That's a nat 20 for a 23 total.
Nice.
They can't swing for shit, but good God, do they know exactly where you're at.
Hey guys.
So yeah, you attempt to hide, but it's almost as if the zombie is programmed to understand where attacks are coming from, and the second that you throw the dagger in its direction, it turns its head 180 degrees all the way around. You hear an audible snap of the neck as it just keeps eyes trained on you.
Wow.
Thanks for that imagery.
You can thank Invincible on Amazon Prime for giving the creepiest zombies in history.
Oh, they were so cool.
All right, next would be Galberg. You're up.
Alright, so how many are around me now?
2 are engaged with you, 2 are engaged with Maximus, but you have 4 within melee range.
Okay, so I've got this feature called Destroy Undead. So
At level 5? I didn't think
Yeah.
that was a level 5 ability. Give me the language. Give me the language. Give me the
I'm
language.
checking something, see if it's required to have the turn undead feat, use it.
As a cleric, you should already have turn undead,
That's what
just
I'm
naturally.
Yeah.
You got it? You got it.
So if their difficulty rating at level 5 is half or lower, when I use turn undead, it says when an undead fails its saving throw against your turn undead feature, the creature is instantly destroyed if its challenge rating is at or below a certain threshold.
Rounded down?
Well, it's just half, I think he said. So if
Yeah, it's like it has to do with the challenge rating.
there's a chart,
It's half or lower.
What's the range on that?
look at this guy's
It
face.
doesn't have a range.
It does. 1 second.
I'm
It's
trying
got
to
to.
find the turn undead feature. For it. Turn undead.
Within 30 feet.
Yeah.
30 feet?
Yeah, 30 feet. 30 feet.
Wisdom saving throw and then destroy undead. So it's half.
What's
It
the
depends on what
What's the
challenge
DC on the wisdom saving throw?
DC would probably be my spell save.
Yes.
DC, so 13.
13. Okay.
It's way more ominous than it needs to be.
Okay. 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 So, it's amazing. You channel this holy energy radiating within your body that has been latent, but has not been actively used for a significant amount of time until today. Today is where you earn your reputation as the warrior you are. You channel this divine energy and immediately demand the insulting presence of these undead beings be gone. Dwalin, you can feel the protective shield that your Holy Father has draped upon you your entire life radiate through your body, and his energy bursts from you, the catalyst of his being. And you feel this spell take place, take root, and immediately watch as one of the longswordmen right in front of you, looking you in the eyes, evaporates into dust. And then behind it, you see two of the spearmen trying to kill your new comrade in her overly aggressive bear form drop their spears and evaporate into dust. So you have almost
aggressive.
You all give me a perception check.
Everyone?
Just me?
Yes.
And he's still not perceptive. That's a 6.
Since you're right there in engagement, the only thing you can see is the longswordman that you destroyed was one of the ones that was not damaged.
Okay.
So, as it stands, you have 2 damaged longswordmen. You have 1 undamaged longswordman. You have 1 damaged spearman, I want to say. Is it 1 or 2 damaged spearmen?
Did she hit any of the spearmen? Sus
did not. She has not attacked the spearmen.
Okay, so then just 1.
Okay, so just 1 damaged spearman. So, of the 5 remaining, 3 have been dealt damage that you know of. Well done. Next up, Arasaf.
Right, so I'm
you
in the
see
air.
your dwarven brethren release this wave of holy energy and even the playing field quite well in one fell swoop.
Okay. So, I'm in the air. Just throwing a really shitty second javelin.
You are down to 3 javelins.
Yes, my second one was just god awful. Makes me want to get in close because now I'm frustrated. So, well, I mean, I guess at this point you said they've come forward, so they're a lot closer than they were.
Everything was within a melee range. Yes, it is now a free for all.
So I'm gonna drop. I'm gonna use some of my movement. Drop back down, and at this point I've drawn my warhammer, and we're gonna get down there and we're gonna attack the spearman that I know that I hit with the javelin.
Okay, get at her, pitter patter. Let's get at her.
Okay, so I get to attack twice.
Give me an attack roll. First
15
one, please.
On the first one.
15. That is going to clang against the breastplate, not doing much damage.
With a warhammer. Okay, dope. All right, so bludgeoning or anything?
That was a miss.
No. It was a miss completely.
Yep.
Okay.
The second attack. Swing it.
Do it.
15.
You are enraged and invigorated, but you are not breaking through a now almost defensive zombie, knowing the damage you did to it initially, preparing on the defensive for a counterattack.
Okay, and then
I'm sweating like a sinner in church, y'all. Jesus Murphy.
Story of my life.
in my bonus action, I'd like to channel my divinity for vow of.
Did your obscure enemy do anything for your attack?
He never. He didn't.
Oh, he didn't do it. You're right.
Said
My bad.
Said I didn't hit. But yeah. So as my bonus action, I'm gonna channel a vow of enmity.
Yep.
And so I'll choose a creature within 10 feet of me and gain advantage on attack rolls against it for a minute or until it drops to 0 HP or falls unconscious.
Okay.
Oh, honey bunches.
Word to the wise, do that before you attack next time.
I thought that you have to do it as a bonus action, so it has to come after, I thought.
No.
It's the saving. You can do your bonus action before your action.
Correct.
It's
okay.
No.
It's okay.
We won't attack that guy, so you can.
Yeah, we'll let you get that.
Yeah, I'll choose it on that guy, but yeah.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
Nah, you're good, man. It's all a learning curve. I just cannot go easy on you because you're already destroying my encounter. Anywho, on to Maximus.
There is the 2 longsword.
Yeah, American. I'm from Kentucky, actually. I'm not from Louisiana. Go ahead, bud.
There is the 2 longswordmen in front of me. Did any others kind of make their way towards me, or just still those 2?
It's just those 2. The other 2 were engaged with your dwarven counterpart.
Cool. With my absolutely enormous warhammer, I'm going to use its weight, swing it around my body, do a full spin, and try to whack one of them.
Give me a hit.
Why can't I roll? Why isn't it letting me roll on freaking whatever? Oh, it's because I'm not on my character sheet.
That'll do it.
Oh, that hurts. That's only a 14 to hit.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's just not going to do it. The spearmen are a little bit tougher than the longswordmen, but the longswordmen are more dexterous. So you swing this oversized hammer going for a massive shot, and unfortunately whiff completely. You have a second attack there, don't you?
I do, and that's going to be a 25 to hit.
All right, so what it was, the initial contact you knew wasn't the best because the second contact relies on momentum, and it comes forward with the follow-through, swinging all the way around. Roll me damage, sir.
Abso-fucking-lutely. I'm going to use a Divine Smite on this.
Oh, really? Oh, really? What you going to use? What level?
I'm going to use a first level Divine Smite, giving me 2d8 damage.
Yes, sir.
On top of my 1d8 from my hammer, and my Channel Divinity giving me another weapon damage dice. So this is going to be 4d8 plus 6.
Nice.
Hopefully, RIP that zombie.
33 points of damage.
Okay.
Some of it radiant.
Well, the thing about radiant damage is it counter affects undead resilience, which is normally a great saving grace for low level parties. When you have 2 paladins, though, when you have 2 paladins in the same goddamn party with a cleric, things get a little wonky. So the beautiful thing is, the second one was the one that Keratin did damage to before, and cleave is a thing in this campaign. So, how do you kill 2 zombies in one fell swoop?
Oh my god, this is amazing. Using the weight and the momentum of my giant hammer. Cleaving just above the hip is that the torsos go flying to the right as the 2 pairs of legs just crumple down.
And normally your physics would be absolutely correct with using a normal size warhammer or with a bladed weapon. Unfortunately, you are using an oversized warhammer, so it's not a clean cut. It's oblivion. It's contact, powder, scattered remains, no evidence left.
Amazing.
Well done.
Love it.
Well done. All right. Is that it for you, Maximus?
That's my action. I don't really have any bonus actions to do. If I can close the distance with my movement to back up Galbraith.
Sounds good. Espen, you have 3 zombies on you. I don't think you can kill all 3, so I should get one more turn, but go to town.
All right, I am gonna take a bite attack.
Okay.
Which is... All right, so it's that 18 plus 6 to hit.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, so that was a bite. That's gonna be 12 damage.
Oh, that's a great first hit. Absolutely. You bite the one that one of the ones that was undamaged next to you. You also notice though, there seems to be a residual effect from a certain destroy undead spell, which has made this one more brittle than you would expect. So you bite into it, and you feel the entire midsection of this just collapse under the force of your bite. And I can't dance party right now, guys. I'm in the middle of combat. Don't do this to me. That's rude. So yes, this one completely just falls lifeless.
Okay.
Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Me? A 4?
A 4? Okay. You take... You take 12 points of poison damage.
So 6? Because totem.
You take 6 points
Thank
of poison.
Thank you. Alright.
We're gonna die in the next combat.
He's gonna make it awful.
Unfortunately,
guys.
this script's already written, so we'll see.
Alright, and
So
I'm
you
gonna
take 6
use my
points of
next-
poison damage. There's no other effects outside of that, just the initial rush of poison hitting your system.
Cool.
The second spearman is dead. There is the damaged one that Asarath is dealing with, Arasath, sorry, and there's one completely healthy one.
Oh, is the completely healthy one right in front of me?
Yes, they are all within melee range of you.
Okay, so I am going to go after the completely healthy one and do a claw attack.
Okay, go ahead and give me a swing.
So 15 plus 6, 21.
That'll hit. Give me damage.
Alright. And 14.
This one also had residual effects left over from the turn undead, and this one also collapses into a pile of bones and rubble.
Nice. And she's just gonna kind of spit out after the poison and just be like,
There you go. All right. All my zombies but one are dead. So guess what? Arasath.
Hello.
Spear!
All right. And
No, no, I'm swinging at you. And a 5 and a 1. Sick, dude. Awesome. Love it. Love it
You ain't
so
hitting
much.
You ain't hitting shit.
Okay.
And then can I react to that?
Do you have a reaction?
I do. Opportunity attack.
No, that's because he's not moving out of your, he's not moving out of your... I'm sorry, Bo's fucking with me really hard over here right now. It's really screwing with me. He's not moving out of your range, so that's what triggers an opportunity attack. So if, like, say an enemy is fleeing from you or moving to a more opportunistic attack, that's when you would get it. But no, so that does not happen. There are 2 people in front of you, but I believe they're going to give you your moment of glory. Carrot, go ahead. You're up.
Carrot.
You know
So-
that I already have this thing fucked up.
How far away is the zombie?
This zombie is about 45 feet away from you. Because you are in the
Okay.
air and you went away from it.
I did. Well, in that case, I'm going to fly as close as I can.
You get within 15 feet of it. If you
Okay.
dash, you can close the distance entirely. But that will take your action.
Don't want to dash.
I would also recommend if since you know you're not going to get within the distance, you can go get your dagger.
I was just gonna throw my other one and pick them up later.
I mean, if you have another one, I didn't know you had another one. So if that's what you want to do,
Another
that's
one.
what you want to do.
So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dash, or not dash, I'm gonna run, fly as close as I can, take my other dagger off my thigh, throw it at him.
Give me an attack roll.
Please hit him.
Please hit him.
23.
23, that'll hit.
Yeah.
And you haven't
Would
got
it be
to
damage?
use. You know what? No. You haven't got to use it yet. I want to see you use it. You can use your sneak attack.
It would be, wouldn't it? Because
It's not a melee.
What?
Oh, not a melee
It's not a
attack.
melee attack.
It's you can use it with ranged.
You need a special.
It
feat.
needs a special feat, yeah, but it's not as a. It's not just a class thing.
Because you have to have advantage on the attack.
Or you have to have an ally within 5 feet, which she has, but
With a ranged or etiquette weapon or finesse, with a dagger is.
Finesse or ranged weapon.
all right. I thought it was just melee. I thought the whole point of it was getting it up close and personal. But you get sneak attack either way. That's why I have other DMs in the party.
You're a sneaky snag.
This is a sneaky
Sneaky throw.
snag.
A sneaky throw gives me 8 damage.
8 damage. Okay. So it sinks into the collarbone, and you hear a from it, and it's looking rough, but not dead. It's looking really rough, like really rough though. Galbraith,
That's it.
you're up.
All right. So is it about like 45 feet from me, right? The final zombie. Is the spear just like a metal tip wooden shaft, or is it all metal?
Like the ones that you have, or the ones that these guys have?
The zombie. or
You
Zard.
don't know because you were dealing with longswordmen. You were not dealing with spearmen.
Fuck it, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna cast heat metal on his spear.
Okay.
Uh,
What's that? What do I got to do for that?
So, well, if it comes in physical contact with him, he'll take 3d8 fire damage.
Okay. Do I get a save against that or anything?
Nope.
No.
Okay. Roll your damage.
But actually, they do get a Constitution saving throw to see if they drop it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't drop it. I know that.
All right. Ooh. 14.
How do you want to do this?
I just kind of want the spear to slowly, like, turn orange, and his hand to just burst into flame and slowly gets consumed by fire.
All right. So, this last zombie, it's grabbing onto this spear and it's advancing on Arisath, who has come down out of the air now, engaging in melee. And you'll see this spear glow bright orange, like you said. The shaft was wood, so it will immediately burst into flames. Now, the hands holding on to it are so withered and dry and devoid of moisture that it's almost like kindling with this spear in hand. And as soon as the fire makes contact, it just completely engulfs the arms, and you'll see the fire kind of spreading within the armor cavity. So it's honestly haunting to see. Just flames licking up from every opening in this armor and just consuming this being immediately. It's almost a flash fire. It's so fast.
Awesome.
All right. So, 8 zombies are slain. The party stands relatively untouched. Everybody seems fine, for the most part. No serious wounds, if any.
Plus, how much damage did you take?
12.
12 to her bear form. 12 to her bear form.
Can I make an action at this point just towards her?
Absolutely.
I'm going to walk over to her, and I'm going to lay my hand on her.
She's gonna look at you, and before you do that, you're gonna hear in your head, "I'm good.
Oh, okay.
Thank you."
And I'm gonna step back.
That's so cool.
The bear can talk. That's fantastic.
and I'm tripping a bit. Yeah, somebody
say in
went
his
into
head.
my mind.
In his head.
Somebody's talking to me in my mind.
Mind Link, Kalistar.
Beautiful.
I'm gonna float down to the ground and pick up my daggers.
All right. Would you like to take a second here, gather all your stuff, and
grab my
get your
javelins?
javelins and everything? All right. Let me pour myself a drink. Give me 1 minute, and we will continue.
Cool.
I got smoke bowl.
Same.
Nice.
Gotta get some more ice cubes.
Yeah. The only reason I said that was because...
You must have some sort of healing ability, I'm guessing.
No, but if I
Only
drop...
her bear form.
Kind of, but if I drop to 0 on bear, I just revert back to my full hit points of...
Oh, of your healing. Okay.
Yeah.
Or of your fairy.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. Do you just come out of the bear form kind of after fighting? Or?
I can keep it for an hour.
Nice.
I wonder if we're gonna get the opportunity for a long rest.
Well, if anybody else took damage, I can heal them if they need it.
Oh, a long rest, doesn't. No, we get a short rest, Garrett. Come
I
on.
have tiny health.
Grab back.
Okay.
Short rest will get you your health back. Okay.
Look at these
Short
sweat
rest will
stains.
get.
Like, look at this.
Short rest will get me my
What kind of
channel
animal
divinity
am I?
back. That's all I want.
If it's any consolation, you could see mine too, but I'm wearing a black shirt.
I'm wearing black from now on. I have a fan blowing 2 feet from my face, and it's doing nothing. Well done on that first combat, everybody.
Well done, you.
Ooh.
Thank you for that terrifying imagery on multiple occasions.
You're welcome. I heard from the chat that my initial zombie introduction sound was not pleasant.
Oh yeah, yeah. My friend texted me saying,
Music's not allowed to take off. We're not happy yet.
she gagged.
That was the point.
While we're gathering stuff, I'm gonna healing word on Carrot for 4 health.
Okay.
Yay.
Yay.
Yeah, Carrot very small.
She's small.
Carrot very small. Carrot
She's,
2'4".
she's just a baby.
It's just a baby.
Oh my
can lay on the
god.
back of
Oh
the
my
bear
god.
if
I
you
thought
want.
you were 3'4".
No, I'm 2'4".
You were petting a squirrel while looking it in the face.
Small. Yeah, I know.
Oh my god. That completely went over my own head. I was like, I mean, yeah, it's kind of cute, you know, small person petting a smaller squirrel. No, you're the same fucking size.
Sorry.
That's
I'm
amazing.
small. Very small.
She's so tiny.
All right. So, combat ends. Healing is distributed. When you gather yourselves and come together again as a group, the face on the door reappears. Toll has been paid. Entrance is given. And it will split down the middle and open, swinging inside, leading to a unsettlingly familiar area.
Do we go in or do we?
I think we move forward, yeah.
Yeah. Wipe
There's
some
only one way to go.
crap and step right in.
So as you step in,
a perception check.
Oh.
Stop
Galbraith is stabbing us.
bumping your leg, Whitney.
No. Buzz said Carrot could use the squirrel as a mount.
No, you can't use my divine being that I created as a friend as a mount.
I didn't plan to, but it was
Get
just funny.
fucked, Bo.
Get fucked, Bo.
Anywho, you enter this room, and it's unsettlingly dark. Dark vision has been neutralized.
Bitch.
You can't see. You can't really feel. You feel your steps, but you kind of know. You know that feeling that you get when you step into an absolute dark room where you kind of just like reach out, but there's no walls around you, and it just really unsettles your entire body knowing that like you have no support around you. That's how it feels. It's designed to make you uncomfortable. And inside, you hear labored breathing.
All right.
Hello?
Who's there?
Hello? Is anyone there? Don't hit me
Yes.
again. Please don't hit me again.
We're not here to hurt you.
What's your name?
Vargir. My name is Vargir.
Fuck here.
Just the man we came to see.
Your father sent us.
What? My father? Who are you?
What can we hear? Like the direction of this voice?
Yes. It feels like it's very far back, but directly in front of you.
Can we be like? Can I be slowly moving closer?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Does anybody want to try like some sort of spell to give their light, or anything like that?
I can cantrip light real quick.
You cantrip light, and normally you see this effect work as like a torch in a brightly lit area. This seems like a covered lantern. You can see a little bit. It's right around the level of low light. It's not giving you much.
Go.
Go ahead. Anything else? And you look forward, and you see Hogtied, bound. Go ahead. Wait, what's up?
Realized I'm dumb. I have an actual literal torch.
Yeah, everybody kind of does. It's welcome to an adventurer's packet.
Yeah.
Literally
Why am I
everybody
just
has
not
torches.
using that? Can I just use that?
Because you stupid. Like all other players, you stupid.
But now I'm less dumb because I realized I
But now
can
you're
use
less
it.
dumb because you read your character sheet. Interesting. It's amazing what happens when you do that.
You were like, you want to use the character? I was like,
Anyway.
"Oh, yeah, cantrip." Well, wait a minute. I think I have a torch.
Anywho, you begin to move forward, and you see Hogtied, bound very tightly. No gag, but a blindfold. Almost as if they wanted to hear the screams, or the pleas, or the begging. You see a horribly emaciated being. Half elvish. Slight blue tint to the hair. Scraggled, long beard. Sunken cheeks. But in a look of pure terror. Pure survival, feral instinct. Just looking around, trying to see something even though there's no visuals through the blindfold. You see a pathetic being bound on the floor in front of you. Binding it seems to be a... You want to say rope? You want to say rope.
Fuck me, man.
I will rush forward, take a knee to Vargir, and inspect his bindings maybe a little closer. I'll put a hand on his shoulder and reassure him, like, there's 5 of us. We're a group. We've come here to help you. We've spoken to your father, Lugir. Please remain calm as I inspect his bindings.
His bindings, it looks like rope. It looks like it might be made with some special material, but it looks like rope. And Vargir is becoming hysterical because for the first time in you don't know how long, he's not being treated with pain. He's being treated with assistance.
Is he like behind bars, or is he just lying on the floor in the open?
Thanks, Breezy. He is lying on the floor, hog-tied. I mean, think about it. He was in an impenetrable cell. What's the point of bars? You've just gotten past the bars.
Well, that's true. The door was the bars.
With a security system.
Okay. I just want to just look around and see if there's like another entrance that...
There is nothing.
What's this? Okay. Creepy man cannot sneak up on us, I guess.
Yeah, I was going to say my light, I'm just going to have it float at that 20-foot radius.
There is nothing. There is smooth, polished rock wall. No way in, no way out. Nothing to stimulate the senses, not a thing.
I'm going to go over and also investigate those bindings.
I'm gonna keep an eye on where the door was.
I just kind of wanted to see if, like, if it looks like, I don't know, I don't really have detect magic, but if I can discern if they're magic, physical form.
Well, the thing about it is, my cleric of the forge, you have certain abilities that allow you to discern the origin or make of certain things. As you inspect, you can see clear as day. This is oddly made. This is not rope. Come on, give me something. Give me something.
I'm going to touch it and cast Identify.
You're going to touch it and cast Identify. Okay.
Oh, interesting.
Interesting. That was unexpected. Okay. I need you to give me... Here's what I'll say with the Identify spell. I need you to give me an intelligence check. The DC is going to be varying levels.
Okay.
You give me a 10, I'll be able to tell you what it is. Essentially what it's made from. You give me a
-1.
You give me a 15, I'll tell you when it was made and how it was made. You give me a 20, I'll tell you everything I know about it. And when I say a 20, with your -1, I mean a natural 20.
Come on, dice. Ooh, that's a 17.
17. Okay.
Nice.
Smartest day he's ever had.
The most important thing you know, that you can tell, that this is old, but this is dwarven made. This is ancient. This is old technique. But this is back when the dwarves were not only respected for their creative skills, but the certain magical infusions they would imbibe in them. This is one of the finest creations that you've ever seen. Simple in its design, but nigh unbreakable. made by... Seems to be made by... In the tiers of clerics of Dwalin, especially of the Forge, this would be senior master level skill.
So some top dog.
Some top dog shit. You also know that there is one way to disassemble a Forge cleric's work in the Spirit of Dwalin, and that's by a Forge cleric in the Spirit of Dwalin.
Yeah.
The only one who could break this would be you.
Ooh. Okay. All right. Well, then, can I try and? He's hogtied. Roll him out of sight because I don't want to crush his hands if I hit this thing with more hand. Try and break it.
Give it a shot.
Spread out his hands as much as I can and swing down at the chain between it.
Give me an attack roll. Give me advantage, and add your proficiency bonus.
Whoo! That's a 24 for the... Thank God I had advantage. 24 to hit.
24 will hit. Now, here's what I want you to do. I don't want you to roll me damage because you're not trying to damage the person. I want you to give me... I want you to tell me how you do this more than anything.
Okay. Well, I was basically thinking kind of adjust it so his hands are a little more separated and aim whatever's holding the two spots together.
Okay. Give me a religion check with advantage.
Cross.
Now, I believe I went over this with everybody initially. When advantage is given, advantage can stack. So if you provide the help action and can explain how you want to help, every bit of advantage given will add +1 to the roll. So as a group, you could potentially, with the right argument and negotiation with me, add +4 to a roll. So if this is the first roll you would like to try that on, I would recommend it. But I want to hear how you would do it.
Well, first I'm going to be like, all right, guys, I need your help with this one. Make sure you hold them down. Try and hold them, get them to kind of crowd around while I...
It's up to y'all. I'm not helping you with this. This is a big deal.
Espen having... Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Okay. Espen having dropped her beast shape earlier, will walk up and put her hand on you, and she's actually going to cast guidance as a cantrip.
So that's +4. That's plus a D4. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to say that adds the +1 because it's giving the plus D4, so it could potentially be +4. But I like where your head's at. It's a good start.
You're like, you have this friend.
Anybody else?
I'm going to, first of all, ask him what he's trying to do, because he has not explained that yet.
Trying to break these bindings. They're made by my people. I know a lot about this kind of material. I gotta strike it just right.
Okay. I'm going to suggest that probably two of us try and hold, I guess, either his hands or his feet, whatever is easiest to maneuver apart to give him more of a width to hit. Does that make sense?
It does.
I'm gonna walk up. Also, being a dwarf, should I do you need to roll anything to see if I know anything extra about this? Because I also have a proficiency in smithing tools and equipment.
Okay. With the proficiency in smithing, I will say that you can be the main assistance as far as looking at where to strike, setting it up to strike, anything like that. That can be your main contribution because you know your way around an anvil. It's in your blood through your dwarven heritage. So I could say you helping with the planning process and finding the sweet spot can be your way of assisting.
All right.
Maximus, how would you like to help?
I mean, I think I don't have anything specific, I think, to offer to his intention, but I think playing to my strengths, I'll probably play that main person to hold Vargir in place. Like,
Okay.
I don't have anything additional to add. I'm just kind of adding on to Carrot's idea.
I would like for you to give me a strength check to see how this goes. It's not going to hurt.
Fuck.
But you're going to have to hit a threshold.
I did not. I only rolled 7.
I also have stone cunning. Are these stone or like steel?
It's neither.
Okay.
I rolled both. So even with my +4, I did not.
Okay,
not
Ozzy. Maximus, in that regard, then he will be stabilized, but he will not get the +1 to the roll. So as of this, Galbrick, you have a wisdom modifier because I'm going to say instead of intelligence because of your religious faith, you can use a wisdom modifier. Add your proficiency bonus. Add 2 from the assistance of your party members. And add the D4 from Espen. So advantage, +2, plus proficiency, plus D4.
Okay.
And the reason that I'm doing this is because this is a DC 23 check. For this to go off without a hitch.
Alright, with all that, I've got a +9 to the roll.
So you need to hit a 14 or higher with advantage.
2. 10.
10. Okay. So with a 10, that would bring the total to a 19.
Nope.
19 is high enough to break the bond. It's also low enough to crush his hand. So, with this strike, you feel the giving of flesh and the scream of pain.
Okay. I'm gonna, after that swing, kind of quickly, oh shit, step forward and try and cast a healing word in his hand if I can.
Healing word. Okay. Healing word being, is that a level 1 or is that a cantrip?
That's a level
2?
Yeah.
Cut out, sorry. Level 2. Okay. If it was a cantrip, I wasn't going to let it do anything. That's the only reason I was asking. Level 2, you can stitch his hand back together, but the scream has been sounded. I would like everybody here to give me an investigation check. Galbrick, since you are helping Vargir, yours is a disadvantage.
Perception.
Investigation.
19.
20. 14.
Dirty 20.
5.
Anybody above or at 20? Carrot. Espen, any luck?
19.
Damn shame. The 2 19s. You feel a gust of wind beginning to hit your back. It feels like a breeze at first, but there was no wind. And the last you knew, the room outside was completely enclosed. Doors, but secure. Carrot. No, that's impossible. You can't be hearing that. Do you hear hoofsteps? That doesn't make any sense. And they're getting louder. It sounds like more than one horse. No, it
I'm
doesn't.
gonna tell everyone.
Yeah. No, it doesn't. It sounds like one horse. But it does sound like more than one horse.
Oh, shit.
Espen's gonna turn into a bear again.
Okay.
If she
Well,
has time.
before all that goes, Carrot's beginning to relay the information, and you hear a thunderous boom
Ah, fuck.
outside. What do you do?
We got to get out of here, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if we can.
Okay. Who can carry Vargir?
The bear's just gonna kind of be like,
Okay. All right.
Carrot, the hoof steps are getting louder. They still
Help me
seem
get-
far
help
away,
me get
but they're
off.
getting louder.
So, I'm assuming someone else we tried to get Vargir kind of up on top of the bear.
Okay. So Vargir's on top of the bear?
So is he completely out of the rope?
The rope is lying on the ground, broken in one place, so two separate pieces, but otherwise untouched and still on the ground.
I'm gonna pick up that rope because I feel like it's gonna be useful.
Okay. Go lay down. Okay, so the rope has been stashed.
And turn in the direction of where the door would be.
There's an open way. You hear another thunderous boom, closer than the last one. Danger is approaching.
Let's go. Get out. Get out. Get out. Dash.
Start dashing, but also draw a weapon.
That's my little dwarf feet can take me.
Okay. You're sprinting. Fear is climbing, skyrocketing. Something is very wrong. Vargir's starting to have a panic attack. He's terrified. Absolutely terrified. And you're making your way through the hall. And now everybody hears the hoof beats.
Oh boy.
And they're getting louder. It sounds like a hammer striking an anvil, or rock striking rock. I mean, it doesn't sound natural, and it's rapidly approaching. You break through the door, and you see the portal, and you're sprinting towards the portal, and then, in the worst case of possible timing, you hear a thunderclap, and a blinding light erupts in front of you. And before you, you swear you hear the whinny of a powerful, large horse. But you can't see it. And when the light fades and the smoke clears, standing in front of you is a roughly 7 foot tall, long, lean, worn being. Gray robe,
From the dream.
hood up, beard and hair flowing out from the face hole, and just standing there and goes, "What have you done?"
It did this in front of the portal, blocking our path.
Between you and the portal, yes.
How far are we away from the portal?
About 65, 70 feet. You're a good ways away. Who do you think you are? He's mine!
no.
Not anymore.
What did you say?
Prisoner is yours
Insects?
no longer.
Speaking to me in such a matter? And he's shaking so much. radiating fury and rage. And the hood will begin to fall back. And you'll see a gaunt face. The left side covered in burns and cuts. A glassy eye looking at you. One good one. Gold. Maybe? No. Gold is bright, radiating energy. This is hammered brass at best.
Yeah.
Worn, old, aged. Put him back!
I stand before the rest of my party and say, "We will do no such thing."
Then you will kneel! Give me a wisdom saving throw.
I will not. And I roll a 12.
You not only kneel, you grovel against your will. You are standing there 1 second, strong, powerful, ready for combat. The next, face down in the gravel, prostrate before this man. I am the one who signs fates, not you. I am the one who makes the rules. This is my domain. You are my property, and he is my toy.
Can I make a religion check, see if I know this figure from any ching?
Please do.
Shit, can I too?
Absolutely.
I'd love to.
Everybody can.
Yeah.
I'd love to roll an intimidation check.
Go
You said
right.
religion?
Trend of not very intelligent.
I want to intimidate him.
That's a 6 for me.
I got a 19.
Yeah, I only got a 13.
I got a 17.
Everybody give me a perception check as well.
Oh, jeez.
18.
A
20.
9.
Everybody who rolled above a 15, let me know.
20.
Perception check.
Dirty 20.
Perception check is going to resolve first. When the hood falls back, the cloak kind of drops and settles on the shoulders, lean as they are a little bit. Around his neck, you see a rope noose cut off at about 1 foot in length. For the religion checks, who rolled above a 15? You three again.
Oh, no, sorry. Not religion.
Not religion, so just Carrot and Asarath?
That's right.
The hangman, in many religions, is a figure of of imminent demise. It's associated with execution. It's associated with finality. It's associated with the end of life. However, in the religion of your homeland, these northern isles, the hangman is also associated with he who controls fate. He who birthed the homeland. He who is father to all. All father. Odin.
Fuck.
I saw this coming.
You have us fighting a freaking god.
Level 5, bro.
Now, with level 5, and with these rolls, everybody knows who the Allfather is. Everybody knows who Odin is. And now that you're starting to put everything together, the goal being reached, and now your mind is becoming free of your one initial goal. Things are starting to piece together.
Yep.
The tapestries. Odin fighting the ice giants. Odin fighting the fire giants. Odin marrying his queen and uniting another realm, the Aesir Vanir. Odin and his children. Those tapestries depicted what you knew Odin to, what you have believed Odin to be. Even the most unreligious respect and know the presence of the gods is around. Odin has always been depicted as powerful, strong, rugged, kind. This is the antithesis of everything you have been taught. This Odin, the Odin you see, is vindictive. Something is wrong with the Allfather. It has to be. Whether it's a sickness, age, a mental break, something is affecting the Allfather. So, with that in mind, the four of you, one in animal shape, carrying your rescued prisoner, one, your largest and arguably strongest member, prostrate on his face before this being, and the three of you not knowing whether to shit or go blind at this point. How do you respond?
I want to say something, but I gotta think of the best way to say it. And I kind of want to. I kind of want to. I recognize him as Odin, and I don't like stomp forward or anything like that. I come up towards Maximus and kind of stand at his side, and I don't bow, but I lower my head, and I ask him, and I say, Odin, Allfather, this is not the man that we expected. This is not the man the stories are told of. What has happened to you?
The stories do not do me justice. You do not get to judge me for who I am. I am your superior. You are nothing without me. Silence. Put that filth back, or I will butcher you where you fucking stand.
Espen is gonna look at Maximus and think to him, he is in your head. Get up, friend. You are stronger than this. And see if she can shake him from whatever it is.
Okay, I'll allow it. Ozzy, give me another wisdom saving throw with advantage this time, please.
While they're doing that, I want Goldbrick to kind of say,
Fucking 7.
"You are not the Allfather we've read about."
A son of stone dares look at me. I elevated you and your pathetic bloodline beyond your ken. Dwalin owes his place in Asgard to me and me alone. I care not what you think of me. You are nothing. You are less than nothing. You are sand beneath my feet. Inconsequential! In the grand scheme of my dream. Because this is my dream. And I will not let you, or the son of a giant whore, betray that. Put the prisoner back, or I will make you pray for oblivion. This is your last warning. And I need everybody to make a Constitution saving throw.
Ooh.
7.
Constitution? Seriously?
That's a big ol'. That's gonna be a 6.
18.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, 18. Okay. Daniel, sir?
Oh, sorry, it was a 5.
Okay, so the four of you, the four walking on the earth, kind of fitting, you feel a shock of electricity
Sick.
radiate through your body. I need everybody to roll initiative, please.
Oh fuck! Fight the god, guys!
8.
Okay. Okay.
13.
Boy.
Beautiful.
Brain go burr.
So what? Give me a 25 to 20, please. Okay. 20 to 15.
Oh god.
Okay. 15 to 10.
11.
15.
10 to 5. 8 and what?
Rough.
8.
Okay. I need two things to happen before we move any forward. Garrett, if you could have one thing happen right now, what would it be? Maximus.
Us to magically transport through the portal.
Maximus.
Yeah.
If you could feel your faith tell you go one direction, or have one idea, what would it be?
My faith. If Amir itself was talking to me,
Anything. You've had a wild 36 hours.
Oh god, it hasn't even been 2 days.
if there's anything that Maximus thinks that could be done in the moment, it was take the strength of Amir to empower him to not seek revenge, but seek some sort of equality between the act that he knows Odin and his brothers brought upon Amir. And while he knows that's a sacrifice, it would bring a certain joy of equality to him to send that back to Odin.
All right. Fair enough. I'll take both of those into account. Odin's going to go first.
As he would.
As he would. And he is going to slam his hand against the ground. And as he pulls it back up, an enormous, beautiful spear comes out of the ground with it. And he clasps his hand around it, stares at your group, and simply mutters, "Fate is mine. I
care not for prophecy. I care not for Norns or witches or any other lies said about me. I control all. And he is going to rush at Carrot. Full speed. With every ounce of hate he has in his bones.
What?
Carrot. Oh, sweet mercy.
Goodbye, cruel world.
Carrot does a 33 hit.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Alright.
Miss. Hard miss.
So, Carrot, you know in this moment you're going to die.
Uh-huh.
You can feel it. You've been in enough combat on the seas with these friends. You know when finality is arriving. And the hangman is coming to collect his due. What are Carrot's thoughts in this moment?
Work as a team.
Dude.
I like that. I like that. So, you are knocked to the ground with just the sheer force of Odin approaching you. And he raises his spear and brings it down to strike through your chest and impale you where you lay.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately for the Allfather, you have recently gained powerful friends in powerful places. And before a spear can make contact with your chest, you smell lilies? Water? Doesn't make sense. And you hear the clash of steel against something. And you all see a roughly 7 foot tall, long, lanky, green individual with jet black hair, covered in water, running down his back, looking the Allfather dead in the eye, holding a fiddle bow, and stopping the spear before it makes contact with your fairy rogue. And the Fosgrim looks at the Allfather and says, "She is mine. You have no claim over my property. Run, Allfather. Flee before I turn you inside out." And Odin's going to reel back, mind blown. Never been defied in his existence. Espen, you feel a shaking on your back. Normally, you understand the feeling of fear, that tremble. This is akin to the feeling you feel when you wild shape. And you hear a coming from your back. And the rest of you turn around and you see on the back of Espen, Vadergear. Somebody give me an intelligence check.
Should I even try?
All of you. I don't care. Anybody.
I'll do it. I'll do it. 17.
You're safe.
17.
18.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
I rolled a natural 20 on intelligence.
Outstanding. I fucking love it. I fucking love it. Because, and it's super fitting, because everything, all the pieces are starting to fit together. Everything is starting to fall into place. It's all beginning to make sense. What is happening here? Vadergear. It's a bastardization of ancient Norse. Ancient Norse
meaning wolf. And you will see Vargir develop an almost insane intensity. A desire to fight. Instinct, pure survival. Radiating. Seeing now a look of fear in his ancient enemy's eyes. And he will begin to shift. And he will begin to, you will feel bones and hear shoulders and joints popping and cracking, just and he'll get bigger and bigger. The size of a bear. Bigger. Snout elongating out of his face. Canines extending into view. And hot, putrid breath of a predator seeing his prey. And now towering over Espen is the form of an at-the-shoulder, 25-foot tall, jet black wolf.
My boy?
Christ.
And the look on Odin's face has become terror. And he will turn and begin to flee. That light that you saw, the sound of those hoofbeats comes back, smashes into the ground, and Odin disappears in a flash of light. The portal. Vargir, seeing, almost as if just now registering that the threat is gone, the All-Father is done, collapses into an exhausted pile of flesh on the ground. The wolf dissipates. Carrot, you have someone looking desperately at you. Attractive, green of skin, long of ear.
My giant man.
What am I going to do with you?
What are you gonna do with me?
This is not a game, child. Listen to me. Do you understand what you have done?
Yes, Daddy.
Whoa, alright. Okay. DM is uncomfortable.
Shame said this is a family event.
Sorry.
Easy, Carrot.
I knew you little fools would do something of this nature. But now that the pieces are all here, the puzzle reveals itself. You need to go home. You need to leave. Because
That's the
now
plan.
the first domino has fallen. We don't know when and we don't know where the rest will follow. But you have started something that cannot be undone. Young one, that is 2 you now owe me. We shall talk very soon. And he will disappear into a cloud of mist.
I'm very sweaty now.
So,
Is Vargir like just unconscious? Or?
Vargir is unconscious, completely out.
Am I free of Odin's fuckery?
You feel immediately how you felt after the battle. portal is there, ready to leave.
We gotta make.
Okay.
And just to make sure he's
Ace.
unconscious but stable, right? He's not.
Yep.
He seems to be asleep.
We gonna take him and get our asses moving.
Put him back up on the bear and roll out.
Okay.
Quickly.
You roll out, you run, you make your way through the portal, and almost as if your memory is on autopilot, you traipse your way back through the way that Ratoscar took you, and emerge through the other end of the portal, outside his doorstep, where you see an old man sitting on a stump where a teenager was sitting, whittling away at a twig. Well, it seems you had a very interesting journey, didn't you?
Just a bit.
Yeah. So.
The tides are turning.
In his favor.
Strange things shall begin to happen. That is on your shoulders. It was always going to happen. You just happened to be right place, wrong time. But you have found your quarry, and our mutual friend is beginning to get very worried. Aren't you, Lugir? And Lugir will emerge from the woods.
Hey, Lugir!
My boy.
Take your melt of a sun.
He will rush up and he will embrace Vargir and hold him close and say, "Thank you. I owe you more than I can ever repay."
Yeah, you fucking do.
And he'll reach into his little bag, and he'll reach very deep, much deeper than that bag shows.
Give me that money.
Pull out 5 coin bags and throw them at your feet. That is the beginning, and I thank you very much. For now, unfortunately, I am going to take my son home to heal. And heal for a while.
Unfortunately,
He is in disrepair.
you're lucky he's fucking alive.
I know, and again, I am so grateful. But now I have to make sure my son is healthy, because he has a job to play and a role to do. And my brother needs to pay. And he will disappear into a flash of light, leaving you,
Brother.
there with an old man.
Espen is gonna cock her head and be like, "Brother."
Too many
Looking at us,
gods.
we're looking at the old
Since
man.
the last time that you guys just did a check was about a minute ago, give me another intelligence check, please. With advantage.
Bing bong.
Bing bong.
You dumb as hell.
Intelligence check with advantage.
Yes,
14.
With advantage? Oh,
with advantage.
14.
17.
17. There it is. There it is.
So what? You add the 2?
Yeah. But either way.
Not that. You just take the better of the two.
But either way.
Oh, 12.
Here's what happens. You just realize the bastardization of an ancient language. For Vargir. And it gets you on a path, because now the brain is rolling. Possibilities. What is happening? Lugir. It's another bastardization. Liar. Trickster. Interesting. Interesting to be. And you know, as all children do, when the wolf is free and the All-Father runs, Ragnarok beckons.
Dun,
And the
dun,
end times come.
dun.
And that's where we'll wrap up this prologue Thank you very much.
Ragnarok is coming, baby.
Right.
Congratulations. Congratulations, my little demons. You have started up a whole shitstorm in your little
It's
world.
Odin, it's Fenrir, it's Loki, oh my.
Holy
Now we gotta clean it up.
Or do we?
You know what? That sounds like a sick campaign.
It does.
It does.
Let's do it. I'm in.
How much gold was it?
1,000
1,000
each.
each.
All
All right. Inventory.
Technically 750 because you gave us the first
1,000
250
total.
up front.
Yes,
I don't know if
1,000
it's
total
good.
each.
I don't know if its value is going to be super high in, the end times and all, but at least
Well, that's the
50.
beauty of the thing here, guys, is you are dealing with beings that operate on a different scale than mortals do. Similar to where the Bible talks about the creation of the world happening in 7 days. Ragnarok is a very fast story as far as what happens. The physical timeline, especially in this regard, where the World Eater, Fenrir, has been starved for millennia and needs to heal before he can hunt. Well, who knows what else needs to happen. There's still a lot of story to be told.
There's a brother we need to find.
Potentially.
Ah!
There is also many, many different beings of power, such as a Falskrim, such as a squirrel.
Squirrel, dude.
Very fluffy squirrel.
The most important thing to know before we decide to continue this further is you are all now level 6.
Oh, yeah.
Nope.
The second most important thing to know, Miss Carrot, is your 6th level is going to be 1 level in Warlock. Because you have a patron that has decided to count his due.
Whether you like it or not,
Whether
bitch.
you like it or not. How far you take that relationship is 100% on you. But the relationship has been bonded.
Oh, do I get my fucking aura? Sick.
So how do I level up here?
I get my aura of protection, baby.
Also, it says for dwarven toughness, your hit point maximum increases by 1 and it increases
Yeah,
by
if
1
you
per-
level up, it should do that automatically for you.
How do I level up?
With the little anvil top right.
Right.
We can do that later.
Oh, you just go to the builder.
In the meantime,
Yep.
I just want to say thank you all for being here. Thank you, audience, for our longest viewership of around 20 viewers that we've had so far. Thank you for being here. Thank you for enjoying the story that we're telling. Players, you guys are incredible. Thank you so much for contributing and just playing the way you guys play. It's been awesome. Anything that you guys want to do to your characters as far as flesh out backstory, changes, anything like that, this is the time to do it. Because once we start, if we continue this campaign on, which I would love to do, and I believe some of you would love to do, now it's going to be set in stone. So if you want any changes to be made, now is the time. Until then, thank you for tuning in. Thank you very much for being here. We love you very much. We'll see you next time. Have a drink on me. Good night.